Welcome back to another episode of Warriors and Watchmen.
Wow.
Sorry. Did I get it? Did I get it this
right?
time?
You got it right.
Hey, before we get started, I want to talk about a couple of charities that that hosts this podcast. One is the CJ3 Foundation, of which my guest, Roger Singh, is a part of.
Oh, I'm a guest now. Okay.
Well, I mean, you're also my senior advisor for the state of Virginia, so thank you for that. The other charity and nonprofit I want to talk about is No Boundaries as well. Roger, we initially didn't know who they were, but they're out there doing phenomenal work, more in the Central America versus us over here on the East Coast. But No Boundaries is a phenomenal charity that is also one of the co-hosts of this podcast.
Absolutely.
Let me give a shout out to Raven Tech. Appreciate their support in presenting this and putting this on, and also Negative Bounce Productions, of which it is the voice in the sky.
I mean, they do
Voice
produce
in the
this
sky.
show. It's fantastic.
I mean, he's all right. He's all right for a Marine, I guess.
I eat crayons. Let's just not lie about
Here we
it.
go. So, Roger, I got something to talk about real quick.
Oh, you're going to try and kick this off before I do?
No, I'm jumping into this. So I was on vacation this weekend. I needed a break from the DC area, as I'm sure everybody would understand. You need to get out of this area once in a while, and it seemed like a good weekend for most of us, being Easter weekend and all that. I grew up in Tidewater and Virginia Beach, Norfolk area, so decided to go back there for the weekend. It was a great break, but I didn't plan it very well, because what I'm always told is you should put at least a day after your vacations, and I failed to do that, and I had to go to work this morning. Not only did I not do that, but you and I and our significant others had planned to go to our annual baseball game, correct?
Yes, we did.
Okay,
And
stop.
I'm bringing that up
No,
later.
you stop. I'm not going to let you run with it yet.
He's such a dick.
So I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan, Roger.
I'm a Nationals fan.
Okay. And so, here is the cool thing. Since this is such a transient area, I will say every year I do enjoy going to a Nationals game, because it doesn't matter what you wear. You're pretty accepted there. You don't get harassed like you do in some of the others. I don't know if I'd go to Baltimore in my St. Louis jersey. That might not work out so well for me.
Baltimore sucks.
So we go every year. Our families try to do a once a year trip too. So we have this deal. And for some reason, this year, you tried to break this deal. Hold on, no.
He's trying to preempt what I'm going to call him out on here. Hold on. I don't know if I like this.
No.
There's no deal.
Bro, every year it's a deal. So I buy the tickets. I'm so generous to this group that I buy the tickets. And hold on. What's significant about these tickets? I am 100% disabled due with a
All right,
service
you can go
dog.
here on this one.
So at the end of the day, we get special handicap seating, right?
Yes, we do.
Because of my dog, which means they're not attached. And you and I actually fit in these seats, unlike general seating.
Correct.
And
Wait. Whose fault is that?
Whose fault
that
is
we're
what?
handicapped?
We're handicapped?
That's you.
No, you don't fit in the seats.
Well,
Food in general is at fault for
because,
this.
because we're in the gym so much.
Because
guys.
we're
Jeez.
Because
fat.
you're fucking jacked.
But that's PHAT, pretty hot and tempting. I'm just saying.
So anyway, we call them the handyman seats, right? We love these seats.
They're great.
And what's right behind us in those seats?
Oh, the bar.
Oh, the bar is
there.
right behind it. You don't have to go anywhere. You literally turn around. It's right there. You get to know them real well. So it's phenomenal seats. Compliments of me and my status. Although nobody ever questions your handicap status when you're in there. Why is that? Because they think you're a window licker.
Fat.
No, they think you're a window licker. They think you're mentally.
They might think I'm mentally unstable, and I felt bad yesterday because you made the comment out loud, and there was an actual physically handicapped person sitting 2 seats down from me. As he's like, "Why don't they question you?" I'm like, because I'm fat. That's why. I don't know why.
So anyway, we get these great seats. I provide these great seats.
Oh my God, he's preempting what I'm going to call him.
So then Roger has one job then, since I got the tickets. His job is to get
stop.
parking.
This is my part.
But your part's BS. Your job is to get parking, which you do a phenomenal job. You pay extra money for good. We get quality parking spot.
How far do we have to walk?
Bro, I mean, you could spit on the stadium from where we're at, right? we almost peed last night because with traffic, our bladders were hurting. But at the end of the day, what goes with parking, Roger? What part should be your job that goes with parking? That's been the status quo.
So, Guy, Did you know
Go ahead.
Eric
You're so full of crap here.
Is so old he cannot drive at night anymore.
Is that what that is?
He just can't visibly see the road in the evening because of his age.
Hey, guy in the
Eric,
sky.
you're 50, dude.
Yes, I am.
Pull yourself together.
I'm making 50 look good. Hey, guy in the sky, sir. Let me tell you. So I just drove back. I just drove back from Virginia Beach. Should it be incumbent on me, the guy that bought the good seats, to have to drive in? To me, that sounds like it goes with parking.
I mean,
driving and parking are different.
No, what?
Yes, thank you, guy.
Look, you park after you drive.
bro, here's what I'm saying. We decided to meet at the bar at Spanking Shenanigans, which obviously we're there way too often anyway. We decided to meet there. We're going to get a bite to eat before we go. I just got into town. We meet there. And this dude goes, "Why'd you bring that? I thought you were driving."
This was a conversation that was had prior.
No, it wasn't. This was in your mind.
So this is where Eric's memory fades him as well. His age and his driving at night apparently is a challenge. I was like, all right, you're driving this time. And he goes, all right, I will defend you to a point. He did not say, okay, cool. He went, whatever, is what he said to me. And I looked at Jen, and Jen actually said this to me yesterday. I did bring a car that I could carry everybody in, including the dog. I just hadn't cleaned out the back yet. So I knew he was going to turn it on me. And Jen looked at me and goes, damn it, you're right. He did. He brings his F-350 that can't fit into anything, anywhere in DC.
No, you can't fit that anywhere,
you can't fit
man.
it anywhere in DC. And he goes, oh, and I looked at Michelle and I go, and Michelle, his significant other, and I go, what car did he bring today? She goes, the truck. I'm like, that motherfucker.
Mind you, this is an F-350 on 40s.
Oh, my Lord. That thing couldn't fit anywhere.
I do want to just say this before you introduce your guest. There is a driver's license and no parking license. So take that however you will.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
Guy, you are now top of my list at this point because, like I said, Eric apparently needs a driver at his age.
Hold on. We're gonna all right. Hey, new challenge then. Guy, Roger's got parking. I'll buy the tickets. I guess you're driving next year. Screw you.
You have to make that known, damn it. You gotta make it known.
I thought it did. What I've learned
Roger, you're doing the driving and the parking.
Hold on. What I've learned with Roger as my senior advisor, I love this guy. But if it's not on the calendar, and even still, I'm not quite sure.
Which, by the way,
oh my God. Okay, early on, yes, I completely agree. There's a 2-month learning gap here, where it takes me a little while. 2 months.
No wonder you're in the special seats at the stadium.
That's what I should have said. It's because it takes me a little while to learn. All I got to say is this asshole, on the way to and from, as we're running into traffic, he goes, I'm glad I'm not driving.
That's true.
Every time. And I'm like, and Jen's jumping on board, his fucking sister, my spouse, my significant other. Yeah, Roger, I'm glad he's not driving. Oh my God.
Wait, hold on.
She's not really my sister. She's my sister from another mister.
Okay. Yeah. I was just going to say, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
There's no relation in that. Just
we'll get a little racist here. It's because it's really in this relationship because of significant others. There's a brown one. There's 2 brown ones and 2 white ones. You do the math, but that's my sister from another mister. So I'm just sorry.
All right. I'll dig that. I'll dig that.
Anyway, I'm glad we cleared that up. You're wrong.
He hijacked what I was going to call him out on because I told him I was doing it today, and he hijacked it. But it's fine because Guy's on my side. So you lost.
That's all right.
In the sense of what we're doing here. I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
So real quick.
Hey, we're going to circle back on that.
I'm in.
Real quick to Guy in the Sky, I got a question for you. So, hey, sir, you just got back from vacation. How did your vacation go?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't a vacation. It was a retirement. It was an honor to be there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. That's what you say when it's a forced, I have to go to this thing because I don't want to be here.
Mandatory fun, sir.
That was not it was an honor. An honor to be there is like when you lose the Oscar. It's an honor to be nominated with these people. No one really.
What do you mean by you people?
Let me just say this. We wouldn't have traveled to Poland if we didn't want to be there for the person that was retired.
Oh, that's good.
No, that's very politically correct of you. I like it.
All right.
No, it's serious. I'm serious.
I want to give you a chance.
love those people. I met Irish Owen, and I love that dude now. I love his wife now.
Irish Owen retired in Poland?
No, he was from Ireland, but he was in Poland.
Makes sense to me. So you brought up something. You are a tequila drinker. Poland is not tequila country.
I had to drink Polish vodka, and I loved it.
Are you converted?
I won't convert, but I did bring some bottles home, and it was amazing. It was fucking amazing.
Me and Roger like vodka night.
It's definitely better than what Eric got from the Ukraine. I'm just saying I don't remember the rest of that night.
It wasn't that it was bad. It was just really strong and left both of us almost blind.
It was rubbing alcohol, and it did leave us blind.
It did.
I don't recall the night.
This Polish vodka it's buffalo grass vodka. It's made from wheat. Made from wheat, not potatoes.
Okay.
And it is the smoothest vodka I've ever had. Like I can't even believe.
But this is coming from a tequila drinker.
Yeah. And tequila's fucking smooth, dude.
I mean, I used to be a vodka drinker, so I'd have to try it to see what you're talking about. Because potato vodka is fine. I also like rice vodka, so there's some
the wheat vodka, dude. I'm gonna bring what we have left of.
We need to try one. I need to snort.
It's really good. It's really good.
All right, hey. So I hate you two, and you're always piling up and ganging up on me. So I'm gonna bring in a little.
We are the champions.
I'm gonna
bring your army buddy in. Bring him in. Bring in reinforcements.
I've got a battle buddy here. Go Army. And so I want to introduce this guy. So one, he's a personal friend. He's been around for a while, supporting us at the CJ3 Foundation. Just a phenomenal dude. Anthony Pensabene. No, I'm not going to spell that, but Anthony is the owner of Savage Pest Warfare, and as stated, is an Army veteran. This dude and his family are phenomenal. His family is much better than he is. His wife is awesome. Dude's got a passel of kids and a passel of dogs too, but got a huge heart, loves family, loves God, loves guns, loves this country. So Anthony Pensabene, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm here.
So, hey, you decked out in your garb. Is this regular wear? What is this?
Yeah, this is the regular uniform here.
There you go. So what made you decide on this? Because obviously, every time I see that dude, I think Gravedigger. Those are my Gravedigger colors. That's the countryside of me. But no, it stands out, and people seem to be real familiar with it. So how'd you decide on that?
Honestly, just started with whatever I could get closest to the Army combat uniform. We have changed the shirts, though, because not everybody that works for me was in the Army, and they're not. They don't like the long sleeves.
Hold on, can I pull a funny, because I know a little background on this.
Yeah,
not everybody fits Army either.
Yeah.
You found that out too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm finding that out on a weekly basis, actually.
But Sarge, these don't fit me.
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen my senior advisor? I know the feeling. Every time I got to get special shirts and stuff made, because
listen,
because big sexy over here.
Listen. Some of us played football, some of us went military, and I appreciate everything you guys did for this country. So I will just say I'm fat because I was good at hitting people in a line. That's all I was good at. I could. I did Prestige one time in
Call of Duty. I almost signed up. I almost
signed up. It's fine. Eric's two favorite things that anybody tells him.
I hate that. Hey, brother. So, hey, tell me about home, brother. Who do you have?
I'm trying to forget right now.
No, you don't get it. That's because you just
don't do that.
Hey, that's because you just got done on a week vacation. It's time.
Yeah, we just spent a whole week, a little over 8 days in an RV with everybody, minus the dogs. But
wait, how many people are we talking about?
I lost count of the children. It's just really me and my wife, and then whichever ones are orbiting around.
He might have picked up a few extra along the way.
Children are the worst, so they don't shower.
Whoever was on the side of the road at the time that was under a certain age was in his RV. Where'd you guys go?
We went to Pensacola.
Okay.
Pensacola Beach.
That's a long RV trip, dude.
It was.
Bro, this is the dad that thinks it's always a good idea. Like, he's like, oh, I got this great idea. Let's pack up the kids in. It's like, and then he comes back and goes, I'm ready to go back to work.
But it's always a good idea to get an RV on the way down. It is not on the way home.
That is true. But I do have 3 kids, a guy and a sky ass. So it was me, the wife, Christy, and my 3 kids, AJ, Victoria, and Roman. We didn't bring any dogs with us. That was to save my sanity.
Well, one of them.
How old are your kids?
Hold on. One of his dogs is a horse. That's why.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No, dude.
Dude.
It's a cane Corso, right?
Yeah, he's 201 pounds.
Oh, my God.
Fuck.
It's half of you, Roger.
That's a big fucking dog.
He makes
man.
Eric look
I
little.
hate you, Eric, but that's a valid statement.
He makes Roger look little.
Hey, no joke, but it's a cool
That's
dog.
like one of Roger's legs.
Yep. Hey, God, but not only does he have the Cane Corso, but then they have a love for Frenchies. So he's got this really big thing. So
Yep.
He's got,
Which
they're awesome. I love Anthony's Frenchies.
Anthony, I have a pug.
Nice.
I have to walk my pug in our neighborhood. You know that it looks
in
like
high
that?
heels.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like everyone's looking at me like, okay, that dude's
Every time.
what the hell, man?
Anytime someone mentions that they're a big guy with a little dog, I picture Arnold Schwarzenegger in True Lies pulling the fucking little dog across the street. And I just see, come on, goddammit, let's go. Sorry. Please continue, Anthony.
That's funny. Yeah, no, honestly, the family loves the RV. I'm always surprised, like, when we take the RV out. Like, when we're on the way back, I'm like, all right, who wants to go back to California? And they all want to go. And I'm like, really?
No BS. So good memories, man. I mean, seriously.
Absolutely.
I envy that.
You won't remember the bad times. You won't remember the rides home. You will remember the time there.
Yeah, exactly.
So Anthony, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Because you guys like RVs. I take my family back to where I used to live in Ohio, and I take them to a place called Mosquito Lake.
Okay.
And my wife is like, why are we going to a place called Mosquito Lake? So I feel like I need to bring you because you're like a pest avenger, dude.
That's right. Yeah.
I really want to, I like to minimize my guests while they're here. And so I really want to put Anthony on the spot real quick.
Okay.
So I love his wife. She's a phenomenal lady. One, she can handle his ass and put him in. She can control him, which is fun to watch sometimes.
She's got brain power. Like, she controls me. She controls the kids.
Bro, and I'm
the
scared
dog.
to death of her. I love her, but I'm scared to death of her. But the cool thing is, I met Anthony. We're hanging out. First time we got together, got to go out to eat with the wife and him and meet her. And it was kind of fun to listen to her response. She looked at him and was like, he's so much bigger than you.
All the time. That's what I hear every time we hang out.
Every dude wants to hear that.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what we all want to hear. He's so much bigger than you.
So she's so impressed with it because everywhere we go, I'm like the biggest guy in the room for the most part. So like when we hang out with Eric, she's just,
is that why you quit hanging out with me? Is that
exactly.
Hey, I'm working. Sorry, Eric. I can't hang out with you. I'm working right now.
Has she met Roger?
Yeah.
Recently.
We met at Eric's AARP birthday where he decided
it's the top Social Security party.
So,
I thought it was his retirement party, but apparently it's just a birthday. It's fine.
AARP.
so Anthony, how long did it take you to come up with a name, Savage Pest Warfare? Was that something? Because I can tell you, when I was going through the whole CJ3 thing, man, the name was ridiculous. Just how to come up with something and what it should be took me like 3 months. Maybe you're not. You're a lot faster than I am.
I wish I was on the same boat there, but it was like honestly too easy because I wanted to. The warfare part came from obviously military background, so I knew that I wanted to call it that because most companies are like a pest management or whatever. So
you're not trying to manage them; you want to kill them.
Yeah, we just want to destroy whatever's out there. And then I was trying to come up with the name, and like, I'm 5 minutes into it, and I was like, these kids are fucking savages. And and that's where it comes from.
There you go.
And it works perfectly because the definition is, for savages cannot be humanly controlled. And most pests, you're never going to get rid of them immediately. It takes a little bit of a process. And then in order to keep them away, you constantly got to treat for them. So it just worked out perfectly.
What's the hardest pest to get rid of around here?
His wife.
My children.
He sprays them with shit all the time. They keep coming back. He's like, damn it, that didn't work. Next.
All pests I got plenty of experience doing it, so they're all pretty easy to get rid of. I would say the toughest one are flying insects, especially like right now. It's April, so you got like bee swarmers. There's no nest to treat, so you can't do anything about that. But bees swarm all over the place. So that would probably be the hardest one. Anything that's flying insects.
So out of curiosity for Guy, do you guys get rid of wild animals out of attics?
Absolutely.
What would be in an attic?
Maybe a squirrel. I believe I heard earlier.
Squirrel. It's a squirrel.
What's the best way to get rid of one? Would it be to terminate its life?
I mean, the easiest and most cost-effective way would be 22 with a silencer. But
unless you don't believe in guns and God and country.
Yeah. Whoa. No one said I don't believe in that. Look,
he doesn't want to replace the siding, guys. That's what he's looking for here.
I have befriended these squirrels.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's feeding them. Oh, my God, you're feeding them.
There's a reason he's got squirrels.
I enjoy watching them. There's a difference.
One squirrel talks to the other, and they're like, hey, you got to come in here.
I'm making a note.
Hey, he's got food for us all the time. I don't understand it.
Charge him.
Put a note right here. It says repeat customer.
No,
charge him extra. He feeds them.
We're at a boiling point where this winter is their last winter stay with us. So whatever I got to do, I'm going to either kill them or, I've heard they migrate though.
They'll visit each other. Very social. We will
like us.
We generally trap, relocate.
Like, what do you mean by like social? Like they go over for a gangbang and then make babies and then leave?
He was thinking some beers.
Literally, that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, like those little bastards. That's why I identify with them, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I do have a question before you continue. So, Anthony, how did you get involved with the CJ3 Foundation? How did you meet this ugly man over here who's bigger than most?
I'm going to let him tell the story. He tells it so much better.
Oh, my Lord. You're going to make him
the car show.
What?
At the car show. That's how I met you the first time.
I don't remember that, man.
Oh,
right,
you're going to have to tell it.
I'll tell it like
50 years old.
He's too old to remember.
He's told the story like at least 10
I was going to
times
say,
that
he'll
I've heard
add in as soon as
Now
you
he
start
doesn't-
telling it. You're fine.
Roger.
He's got some oldness settling in with him.
I just want to hear
you can't
Anthony say
remember
it because I want to hear his version of this.
So in Eric's words here, it'll be, I showed up at the car show with my giant truck. And then I looked across the parking lot and me and Anthony locked eyes. He was over there in his Corvette.
That is how this goes.
And we knew instantly we would be friends.
That's true.
And the funny part is, like, it's so true. Because I was on the other side of the parking lot. Like, oh, I'm going to go talk to that dude. He looks like cool.
He looks like my
big
people.
friends. Yeah. And this is in, like, a car show that generally has what?
Was
like
this Cars and Cigars?
Cars and Cigars.
Over at DC Prime, right? Or was it somewhere else?
XCal.
No, that little shopping center in not One Loud.
Ashburn Village?
Ashburn Village, yeah.
Or whatever that is.
The one
train station.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is a car show with probably 500 cars. You got 600-800 people walking around.
Yeah, we found each other.
And then it was like, yep, we locked eyes right there.
Wait, so let me ask Eric a question.
Uh-oh.
If he would have pulled in like with a little Datsun truck, would you have been like, that little bitch? Fuck that guy.
Yes, he would have.
Pretty much.
So I will say this. Anthony's a big time car guy, so yes, he would have ate my shit. He would have been like, not even.
So Black Velvet or Dreamweaver was playing, and you locked eyes. Please continue. Either one of you, please go.
That's the
story.
We made out.
Yeah. Now we're lifelong buddies.
So hey, you do some cool things for the foundation, brother. I want to pimp you a little bit for that. I'm very appreciative for what you do. So kind of tell the audience what you do and kind of what made you go that route.
I just kill shit. I don't really know what you're talking
The
about.
hoods.
Oh yeah. No, so we got some nice trucks. They're all black with the green logos on them.
Well, they were nice till your employees get old.
Exactly. Yeah. When they bounce, they use them as bumper cars. But no, so I had nothing on the hood. On like my whole truck design, nothing was on the hood. So we came up with putting the CJ3 Foundation on the hood, which works out great because a lot of times we do the paperwork right on the hood of the truck. A customer will come out to the truck. They'll be admiring the truck. And as you're filling out the paperwork, it leads to the question, what is the CJ3 Foundation? And going through the program now, like I have such a better explanation of what you guys do and how you help people. And it's
that was
led
cool.
to a lot.
That was cool as hell that you got a chance to go through a mental health and wellness process in Iowa. That was awesome. I'm glad you made the decision. It was awesome for me to be able to send you because for our listening audience, my folks live back there as well. And so one of the things we strive to do in the foundation is try to make this a family thing. And you truly do get around most of my family in this process. So it was a blessing to be able to have you back there. So I appreciate the hell out of that.
It was even more of a blessing to go through the program.
No, that's awesome.
You have no idea.
No,
Like,
that's awesome.
I absolutely benefited from it so much.
So
and the love fest.
I have to say
Exactly.
something. I have to say something here. So we were talking about the paintings that were up in here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one like hanging up over here by the bar, and I just looked in the drawer and I have the card, and the title of this painting that's over here by the bar is called The Toll, and
I know about that.
Yeah. And that's why it spoke to me. And it spoke to me as it does to many other veterans, first responders, because there's a giant toll. And the fact that CJ3 and all the supporters and partners that are a part of that support that toll is fucking badass, man.
No, that's cool.
It's fucking
good
badass.
point.
It's
appreciate
fucking
it.
badass.
Hey, Anthony, so tell us a little bit about your company. What area do you serve?
So we service all of Northern Virginia, which generally runs from Round Hill all the way out to Arlington, Alexandria. Most of the commercial work we do is in Arlington and Alexandria, residential pretty much everywhere else.
So it's interesting. I get the opportunity to talk to you pretty regularly, and I like to pick your brain because I'm in the government work, which is a different space than what you're in. Like Roger,
different cockroaches.
Yeah, whole different kind.
Different children, as I like to say.
So yeah, it's interesting because my significant other's a school teacher, and I'm like, I think she's got the better job. I'd rather deal with those kids than the grown up.
Wait.
Dealing with adult children is not easy.
Your significant other's a school teacher?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, God bless those children.
Yeah,
dude.
middle school, and, they're more grown up than some of the people I work with.
Like I've told Eric this because when I saw his significant other at the bar, I recognized her from the gym. She's a fucking beast, dude.
Beast mode.
Like, no, she's like no business. Like, I'm going in there, I'm destroying shit. So I can't imagine what middle schoolers feel.
Guys, she's so quiet until she gets mad at you, and then
Bro, she's not quiet to you.
It's not quiet to me, but she's so quiet and meek, and then all of a sudden I get the "fuck you, Roger, I'll cut you." And then she swears she never said it. I'm like, bullshit. I got like 5 witnesses that heard what you said to me. She is scary. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, dealing with Eric, yeah, you got to be scary.
She puts up with me, and yeah, she's half my height, right? She handles me, so that's good.
Baseball bat behind
and
the knees,
half your age.
Hey, we weren't going there.
Now that you've gone there, let's continue.
Well, hell's bells. You should be giving me a high five at this point.
I am giving you high fives, man.
Eric's on a walker on AARP and still trying to find drivers, and there you go.
Hey, to your point, she's beast mode enough she can push the wheelchair. We're good.
He's playing the long game here.
He is. He thought about this. He's like, shit, I need someone to push me around here soon.
It just happened.
No. Like, no joke. Like, a couple of years ago, she'd go to the gym that I go to, and like a lot of the women that go in there, they like to talk.
Dude, they're
like,
drinking caramel macchiatos.
She's straight fucking business, dude. She goes in, she's just like she doesn't dress like all the other women.
Oh, please say this. I want to hear this because I'm going to go. Please.
No. Like, she just dresses like I'm going to go in there and fucking just stack shit, man. And like, I respect that a lot, like a whole lot in the gym, because I don't like the whole show that a lot of people put in there.
So she was squatting more than Eric's weight and bench pressing more than Eric weighs. I think that's pretty good. That's fine.
100% she was.
That's badass.
We know Eric at his age is just doing for physique at this point. He's trying to keep that muscle mass up. So 135 pounds on the bar. That's what I do. I can't lie.
I was like, when was the last time you were in the gym?
Totally me. Listen, I do the bar at this point, and thank God I can get it off my chest. I'm getting old too.
And Anthony's laughing, and he don't get a laugh either. When was the last time you were in the gym, you jerk?
It's been a little while. That's true.
He doesn't have to. He's wrestling squirrels out of attics, man. What do you want from him?
Look, you don't need that when you're like, you've got like whatever you kill bugs with,
right?
Or, like, you don't need to fucking do shit, dude. I'm not saying you don't need to do shit.
He's going into crawl spaces.
You got to figure it out, man.
He's still doing all that stuff, man. We're not doing it because we sit behind desks. We're old. We're sitting behind desks. That's our fault.
Every time I see him, he's just handing bugs out at car shows. So I don't even
Here, hold this rope.
Speaking of that, for Eric's rat rod, can you give me a rat trap that I could put in his seat? Because he hates the children getting in that
like
thing.
this big.
Do you think
that like shocks them?
Are you sure there's not one sitting there right now?
I mean, there needs to be. Ooh.
Well, especially considering I have a big ass Indian dude that gets in it and you're not supposed to.
Whatever. You're the one that says you want to flip me in it.
So, hey, that is the thing. You're a car guy, man.
Absolutely.
You can't seem to keep a car for longer than 6 months in your garage. And I know that. Yeah. So what's your thing, brother? Because you got a constant rotation of what do you like to do?
Honestly, I've been looking for the right car.
You've had a couple pretty cool ones.
Yeah, absolutely. A few years ago, as a hobby, I started buying cars from different areas, bringing them here and then reselling them. So that's where a lot of like the classics that you would see me have, that's what happens with them. But it's also my hobby. It's the hunt to go find the car at a decent deal.
But it's also the consternation I see during some of them going, out of all of them, I might keep this one.
Yeah.
I might actually keep this one.
Yeah.
If she'll just let me have 5, I'll keep this one.
Exactly. No, I'm passionate about all cars. So that's what I've learned as I've gotten a little bit older. It really doesn't matter. Growing up, I was like had to be a Chevy. Now pretty much anything American, tickles my fancy.
America.
All right. I got to know, because Eric said it. What cars have you gotten rid of that we would all be like, what the hell?
Hey, he's getting rid of some.
Yeah,
What have you gotten rid of?
The most, I guess, I don't know, a famous one, but like the most one I wish I would have kept was a 67 true RSSS Camaro.
Oh,
Yeah. And my wife gives me such a hard time about that one.
That's like a dream car, man.
It was beautiful. And yeah, I bought it at a gas station. The guy was getting gas at a 7-Eleven. My buddy saw it, gave me the information. I called him, bought it on the spot, went out there, got it. However, I listed it for sale. I think it wasn't much more than I paid for it, but like 10 grand more. And a dealer came by within 8 hours and picked the car up. And I was like, I think I listed that too low.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Dealer comes by. Hold on.
say-
Sorry, that was a phone deal. This is in person now.
Yep.
But, man.
The bright side of it, though, was growing up with my dad. Right around 16, I started restoring muscle cars. So like the Holy Grail was like a SS Camaro.
Yeah.
If you could get an SSRS, very rare car. So I called him up, and I was like, hey, Dad, I got this Camaro last night, but somebody's coming to pick it up this afternoon. And he's an older guy, and he was like, all right, so what do you want me to do? I'm like, just bring your ass down to Virginia real quick so we go for a quick spin. So we spent about 4 hours hot rodding the thing, like doing donuts.
To the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office. He lives in Percival. He goes up and down 7 and 9.
Oh, they know who I am. I got 7 tickets last weekend.
Hold on. So, don't say what you have right now.
Yeah.
But where did you pick the one you have it right now? Where did you pick that up? Minnesota or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yep.
So,
No, you can't do
no,
that.
no,
He's got to say what it is.
No, he will. I will. But
He's drawing this out a little bit.
But it's important to me because this bothers car people, but I love Anthony for it because he believes in if you own it, drive it. It's not just meant to sit there.
Yep.
So this dude goes looking for this car, finds it. He doesn't take a car hauler. He goes out there to drive this thing back. Anthony, what do you have right now?
I got a 2008 Dodge Viper ACR.
Oh,
one of one build.
Jesus, dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
he goes out there, and the guy's like, "Where's your trailer?" And Anthony's like, "I'm driving this thing."
hey, does it work?
Yeah.
And I'm driving it back. So do you work? You work on the cars too? So do you rebuild them all, or you buy them, rebuild them, and then sell them, or do you just?
For the most part, I've been buying them like completely built already. Beautiful, like pristine hot rods for the most part. I like on my own cars, I always do all the maintenance myself. Could I build a car? Probably. I just don't have time to. Yeah.
By the way, Roger, he's never let me actually ride or drive any of his cars yet.
Smart.
That
You're
is
a
true.
smart man.
Why would
That is brilliant.
Although
Eric can't drive. That's why.
Anthony does support our charity. I do like vehicles, and Anthony's holding on to one of my vehicles that apparently has left his garage on multiple occasions that I wasn't in it.
Wait,
Eric, you don't even
gotta line
drive.
that up.
You won't drive to DC. Why is he gonna let you drive a car around? You can actually.
So all three of you, I got a challenge for you.
Oh shit!
I got a challenge.
Come on.
And I believe between the four of us, we can do this. Let's put together something where we pitch in, we get a fucking car, we restore it,
Good heartbeat.
Absolutely.
and we fucking give it to a veteran or a first responder.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Let's
I would
do
love
that. Like,
ah,
I'm telling you, man, like, and we any proceeds we get from like a drawing or whatever, it goes right into the foundation, and then somebody wins that car.
So can I tell you this, guy? So one of the vehicles I was referring to, Anthony's holding on of the foundation. We have a CJ3A 1953 Jeep Willys rat rod, powered by a 98 Cummins turbo diesel engine. And so this thing, and it sits about 2 inches off the ground with 36-inch tires. It's ridiculous. So, but my point to you is we could make that work because we had some local community partners that came on board when I was building that that sold us the parts at cost to do that project.
Let's
And
do
my
it.
point to you is, I'm pretty sure I could re-engage some of them, and they'd get on board with a project like a giveaway like that. Like that'd be huge. We could make that a whole.
I mean, we could
idea.
plan that for your golf tournament next year. That's
the
big Ralph.
Not this year.
I was like, God.
No,
we could do it.
No, hey, actually, hey, guy, I would tell you this. I would want to make that its own event, because that'd be a huge event. I wouldn't want that tied in with anything.
And it's got to be a '68 Camaro.
See, now you're getting
specific.
I mean, look, dude.
Can we get that for cheap? I mean,
you can find, if we're painting it, you can pick it up pretty low cost.
Yeah, and it, like, for any normal day veteran or first responder, getting a '68 Camaro that's been restored is literally a fucking dream come true.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, I think that'd be a fun challenge. I think we could do that.
Okay,
that'll take some work. But
so what you're saying is challenge accepted.
I think that's a yes.
Yeah,
I think it's a yes.
Let's do this.
I think we can do it.
Let's fucking do it.
No, you gotta remember. I'm responsible for the charity business side, but I think we could do that. I really do. I think we
can too. And you know what? Like again, a first responder or veteran, that's something they will fucking adore.
So here's the interesting thing, man. I know how excited we are. We'll bring our veterans up here to gift them a service dog, which is awesome and exciting. Imagine the excitement, even that I would feel, like, because I get just as excited or more than they probably do. Imagine the excitement you'd feel handing the keys over to a veteran or hero.
God, bro.
And going, you're the guy or gal getting this thing. That'd be so. I mean, dude, I'd be ecstatic,
bro.
I think it would be just, on both sides of it would be outstanding. Like whether you're giving the
keys
keys away
hold
or
on.
receiving the keys.
Do I need to call the wife, or does that mean Savage Pest Warfare is behind this?
You don't want to call her.
Because she would tell you no, and she'd rightfully do that.
She would be like, we don't need another car.
The only request I have if we're doing this is that Eric can't drive it.
But Eric's so big.
We just make the seats small.
Look, I'm pretty sure we can get like all your partners that are already behind you behind this.
No, I think we could.
No,
I mean,
we
something
could.
like that. I think we bring them all out. We get all
but here's the only thing I'm thinking of, and it's just a candid business. I don't want to do anything half-assed, so I want to make sure if we're doing it, I want the right people behind it. I want, because that'd be a big deal, bro. I mean, giving away something like that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I think we could.
We could do it.
Yep, I think we could.
Dude, you already committed, so it's a done deal.
You've now got Eric.
Hey, let me give Roger's answer. Whatever.
Whatever. You're driving. Whatever.
What does that mean, Roger?
Anthony, are you into helping restore it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, we're in, dude. Let's do this.
I'm down for whatever. So.
Hey, Anthony, before we commit you to more stuff, let me, dude.
Hold on, I got to take notes. I just committed this.
I'm looking good. You're in a calendar.
That's like a good soldier right there, man.
Next year we have to have this car.
Get started now.
Anthony's gonna be like, "Hey, I got this '68 Camaro. Where's the money?
Where's the money, guys?"
Shit?
So hold on. This is why we're saying this, Anthony. I called you this evening just to see how you were doing. You remember that call? Remember that call? So I decided to call Anthony. I roll up in the parking lot. I'm smoking a cigar, and I'm like, Anthony, what's going on? Bro's just chill. He's like, what's going on, T? How you doing? Man? And I could hear in the background, he's just chilling. And I'm like, I know what happened. I was like, so you're coming up here tonight? Shit. He's like, I knew I was forgetting something else.
Son of a bitch.
That's awesome.
He got me good today. That's for sure.
I got you good. We had this plan.
And like I guess the military part of me was like, holy shit, what time was I supposed to be there? And I'm like, it's 6 o'clock. I could get there 15 minutes prior. No problem. Flying down 7. And I made it.
Did you call Christy?
Yeah. I was
you did, of course.
Yeah. I let her know. I'm like, hey, you scheduled me baseball practice when I'm supposed to be in Eastburg. Thank you.
Did you get an apology?
No chance. She won't apologize to me for shit.
Really?
Here's what we're going to do, Anthony. So we haven't published any Warriors and Watchmen's podcast.
This is just for fun. We're not.
Yeah, we're not publishing. It's fine.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sideline this. This isn't going to get published, dude. No, I'm just joking. No, what I'm saying is like, we're going to publish the shit out of this.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're going to publish the shit out of this one, dude. because you committed to a 68 Camaro.
Why are we stuck on that? That's really specific.
We said any car, and all you hear from him is a 68 Camaro.
Literally, he started this out. Let's do a car. Let's do a 68 Camaro.
I'm going to buy 50,000 tickets.
Yeah.
We don't know who this is.
We don't know who that is. He's AI trying to get us to commit to something that might be hard to do.
I am not AI.
Alexa, shut up. He's waiting to go back to normal. Why he's doing that?
Wrong?
I know, right? That's your normal voice, isn't it? It's normally pretty high.
Hey, I got a real question of you, Anthony. Like not to be a killjoy here, but given the sign of the times, there's some things we like to talk about that's going on and all that stuff. Another conversation you and I have had, because I deal with it in the federal government. Roger deals with it in the federal contracting world and all that. Bro, finding quality employees as a private, owning your own company. And like, I hear the phenomenal things you do with the job, and I see your heart and your passion and all that other stuff, which is awesome. But man, some of the problems you run into, I just can't even relate given the federal government. Bro, explain to me about just employment and trying to find quality people.
It's rough out there. Is the nicest way to put it.
So what's your turnover?
It's the turnover. If we can get somebody to like make it the 90 days is not too bad.
He's got recidivism.
Like it's crazy the problems that I've run into. I have a business owner. He has a power wash company, and I tell him every problem that I've ran into, like when it happens, and like he's like, dude, are you making this shit up? Because like the excuses, the reasons not to work, it's not there in my blood, whether military or not. Like it's.
I disagree with you on that.
You might be right there.
Yeah, I think the military puts a precedence in somebody that makes them want to succeed.
But Guy, I'm going to tell you this. So it's interesting because, talking to Anthony, just watching some of this. So he puts his best foot forward. He overpays them. He was given take-home vehicles and gas cards, all these other things, incentivizing them to want to work, right? It's like, listen, I'm investing in you. You just got to show up and do the job and represent the company. Literally, that's all they had to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
And evidently, that's asking too much.
And it's
ridiculous. He gets people, like some of the problems he tells me.
Were they prior military?
I had one that was prior military, but
was he really? We don't
know.
We don't want to talk about that.
He claimed some of it.
I still haven't seen a 214 from the guy, so I
look.
Know.
I mean, everybody in this room is prior military.
No, that is incorrect.
Except for one. Or I'm
incorrect.
I'm going to put the camera on him.
That is incorrect.
That's boy, he hates that.
No.
Just
Roger,
like
I'm not trying to dime you out. Look. But I will say this, like, there is a different thing with prior military. And Roger, I do believe you could acknowledge this.
But I want to be careful, though. Not all. Most.
A lot.
Most.
And not, you're right. You're 100%. I mean, it's not all. It's most. But on the flip side of that coin is those that want to start a business or have any ounce of leadership, they can recognize the ones that are not worth their salt.
Oh,
100%, 100%. And
absolutely.
I would say, again, I'm not bashing anybody that's not been in the military, because there are people that support all kinds of great shit like Roger.
Yep.
But the thing is like, if I hire somebody, if they've been in the military, that's a plus for me. That's 100% a plus. Absolutely. And because I know that
you also know you can speak to them in a different way.
You can.
If they're a Marine,
I can tell you a lot of stories.
I can
about
be like, look,
skills.
I'll feed you crayons for lunch.
Bonus.
Well, hell, I mean, getting somebody from the military, I'll give you a quick example. At my job, I hired a couple people. One was for, I won't even say what it was for, but it was a younger girl, and I was hiring her for a particular job, and then I hired a military guy. The younger girl thought that she only had to work 7 hours a day because the lunch break was paid for. And so she would show up at 9 o'clock and then leave at 3 because she thought she'd done her hours in a day. And I'm like, where? I know those are great hours. And I was like, when on earth did that become a thing? What are you talking about? She's like, well, I work an 8-hour day. I go, no, lunch is not part of your 8-hour day. You need to work 8 hours. You get a break after 4. The military guy, I had to get to go home. I was like, you need to leave, dude. I ain't staying this late. It's 5 o'clock. It's time to go. So it just a variation of, not saying all college students are like that, but the way the world's gone, it is very much a, what can you do for me in that sense type of world versus dealing with military men and women are a lot easier.
So I'd like to take a quick break.
Please do.
After the break, Anthony, I'd like to get into your service. Let's talk about what you did in the Army and kind of what made you and brought you to this point.
And I want to ask you, why not Navy? So we'll get back to that in a minute.
All right.
Great. We will
giggity.
We will be back shortly. Welcome back to Warriors and Watchmen. Roger Singh and Eric Thomas with CJ3 Foundation, and we're with our guest Anthony Pensabene of Savage Pest Warfare. Anthony, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey, brother, I promised you I really wanted to get into your service because obviously Warriors and Watchmen, what's important to me is the things that made you the hero that we like to support. And I watched your face when I say it because I love to do that to other people because I know what I do when I hear
it back
that.
to him. Watch his
Thank
face.
you. Thank you for that.
Don't you? Hey, 2 things we hate. We hate the word hero, right? You absolutely hate that. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough to hear, right? But you know what? I will say this. Somebody told me one time, right? An old codger that had served and said, listen, for some people, that's all they got. Don't take their joy from them. That's the only thing they have to offer. And so I've learned to accept it. I'm still not great with it inside, but I smile, I thank them for it and whatever, but that was always hard for me. So, but I watched your face when I saw it, when I say hero, I know you hate that, but understand this, to the foundation, you're a hero for what you do for the CJ3 Foundation. You're a hero for your service. You're a hero for being a phenomenal father, phenomenal husband, all those other things. So hats off to you, my man.
Phenomenal camper.
Absolutely.
No, RVer.
And willing to take on risk with an RV. That's amazing. That's fantastic.
Hey, well, hold on. The thing I kept thinking
That's the real hero job right there.
Hey, what was the movie? Because the one I kept thinking of as the movie with Jennifer Aniston when they roll out.
Jason Sudeikis and Jennifer Aniston when they
they're moving drugs.
The Millers.
Meet the Millers, right?
This is not really my family. By the way.
I don't know why I like that movie. That's what I think of when I see, and you're silly enough that I could see that happening. So that's funny. Because if some shit's going to happen,
I love that.
Anthony, it's going to happen to you. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I have to agree with you.
So my man, you couldn't make it on the ground, so you had to go up in the air in the Army. So talk to me about your career, bro, in the Army.
It was totally by chance. Like I definitely was, didn't sign up to go flying helicopters or whatever.
Bro, you didn't fly them. Come on, nobody trusts you with
I said fly in them. You don't want me flying it. We'd need a lot of helicopters.
You missed the in part, Eric, clearly.
But no, I got that position with moving ammunition, and the only reason I got it was because machine gun qualifications.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back. What did you start? Like, what year did you get in? What like that? Even before that?
Yeah.
What got you to the recruiting station? What got you, like, what was in your mind? What was going on? Like, did you know that's what you were going to do? Did you knock her up and you needed a job? I mean, what's going on?
No, there was no kids involved.
No knocking
at that point.
Hence what before we went to break, that's why I said, why not Navy? What happened?
There was no slapping of the cheeks.
No, so I mean, there's plenty of that, but that's not what led me to the military.
That was just Eric before he even knew him.
Hold on.
What
happened in the military?
I was going to say a little promo for the military, like flapping cheeks. Like,
for you young guys.
It's basically what I'm hearing from it. It's prison, and it's
that's
a little
exactly
weird.
what
we call them barracks bunnies for a reason.
I have a very funny story before Anthony tells his story here. My son, he's 10. This is like 2 years ago. I'm dropping him off, and he's playing a video game. He's like, I'm going to slap that person's cheeks. And I'm like, I'm like, what? I'm like,
I'm gonna bend you over and slap
like,
those cheeks.
no. So we drop him off. We drop him off at Mike's house, Mike Reardon's house, and he's getting out, and he's like, "Man, I want him to slap my cheeks." I was like, "No,
I don't understand. Has the word changed?
I hope you had a long talk about meaning, sir.
Oh, I did. I was like, dude, there's no slapping cheeks anymore, bro.
Hey, what was that question?
Is there a slang we don't know that changed everything? Did everything change on us?
Slapping cheeks.
Slapping cheeks means something different now? I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, Anthony, back to you, dude.
Do not go to Boy Scouts or the Army and say, slap my cheeks.
That is a no-go.
So is that your answer to why not Navy? I get it
There
now.
Answered itself.
Sorry, bro.
Oh, man.
We're in 19 what? Or 2000. When did you?
We're
So
actually.
it was 2005. So
God, baby.
Yeah.
Baby boy. Baby boy.
I told you he was younger than us, Eric.
So, bro, what was going on?
So at that time, obviously, I watched September 11th in my high school.
What
So,
was that?
Yeah, I watched.
What happened that day?
Come on.
Well,
man.
if we're slapping cheeks, I had to ask. I don't know what's going on
Are
anymore.
we sure? What does September 11th mean?
So we watched that.
Yep.
I was a sophomore in high school.
You were where that day?
In Sterling, Virginia. I was in my study hall
So
in the cafeteria,
okay.
and they put it on the cafeteria. So I
like
totally
you put it up
remember.
on the TV.
Yep. I remember the one tower was burning. The other one hadn't been hit yet. There was nothing else going on.
How old were you?
I
around
was 16 and a half. So
what was going through your brain at that? Because, I mean, terrorism and things like that aren't what go through your brain. So what were you thinking when you saw that?
my first thought was like, it's a fire. And then the second, like the second tower was hit, we seen it live on TV, and I was like, dude, that's a missile. Like that was my thought in the process there, and I remembered very vividly. I also remember at the time my cousin Danny Sweeney, he's actually lives down in Stafford. He's retired Coast Guard now, but he was in the Army at the time.
Oh, so he was almost military.
No, he was real military before he did the Coast Guard. Yeah,
Coast Guard, dude.
Eric,
They got a lot of
stop.
action.
It's upsetting our armed forces,
No.
sir.
everybody's getting all hot and bothered right now.
We get to say it in here. Amongst brothers, we get to say it.
You understand this goes out to the masses at some point.
Well,
It actually goes up to the public, Eric.
Who does Mikey work for? Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
Yeah.
So even better. So all right, keep going.
So
Brother.
yeah, he's in boot camp at this time. Close cousin growing up.
Yeah.
And he told me after, this was a couple months later, I'm speaking to him. He said when it happened live, he was in boot camp, and they called a meeting. They said, "Hey, this is boot camp. We are training. We are going to war." Like the shit
They
became
ain't
real
wrong.
for him,
They ain't wrong.
like immediately. And he joined the military.
For
It
college
wasn't-
money. Oh.
No, it was.
Joking.
I think for him more, it was to get out of trouble. I don't think any of us growing up were like these, like, oh, I'm hero. I'm gonna be the best soldier I can be growing
No,
up.
dude, I get that. I signed up just to sign. I just felt the obligation to serve. It wasn't nothing heroic. It was just, why not do that?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it wasn't. We weren't even at war when I came in. Like I may not, but that wasn't what was first and foremost on my mind when I.
Mm-hmm. And then, so for me, that was 2001.
Yep.
Now 2 years go by. I graduate high school.
Like, what was your plan? Finishing school. What was your
So
plan?
my plan was, it wasn't the most well thought out
Oh,
plan.
here we go.
It never is.
You're gonna be an overpaid gigolo.
No, it was pretty damn close.
Anthony, this is why I know we need to
I can
hang
make
out.
money getting naked. It's fine.
That's all right.
It's fine.
Slap my cheeks.
Slapping cheeks. Woo.
But no, it was for me. He's slapping cheeks in the background.
So we got Guy and Mini-Me behind me. This is great.
There's a whole like smoke show going on right now.
I'm glad I can
Eric's
see
like,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
so
you're
glad I
lucky.
can't see that.
Guns N' Roses is playing back here, slapping cheeks.
Where were we? I forgot.
So post 9/11, your Coast Guard buddy. A couple years later, you.
Yep. So that was my cousin. He was in the Army boot camp at the time.
Yep.
And he served, I think, 8 years in the Army. Deployed 3 times to Iraq. All Iraq.
So he went early.
Oh yeah, he was
Like
there for the
1, 2,
invasion.
that
Yep.
kind of, okay.
And I remember every now and then we would get a phone call with him, and for me, it was like, I don't know if it was in the blood or whatnot, but I was just so curious, like what war was like, what was going on there. I know I had seen it on TV.
But did you actively watch it? Like when it was on, were you watching it?
Every time I could catch it,
bro, I was attracted to it.
Yeah,
I could not take because I remember my generation, right? Like first time was Desert Storm, which was amazing how fast it went, right? But dude, I couldn't peel away from it. I had to watch
Desert Storm, Desert Shield.
So I get that, dude. I mean, you just like there was an urge inside you to watch that. I don't know what it was.
A curiosity to like what does war look like? Like what are the guys around? Like how are they feeling right now? What are they doing?
Well, and can I do that?
What's that?
No, that's what I asked myself. Can I do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like there was always right. Because I mean, come on, look at our size, look at our whatever. We've been challenged throughout our lives, whether it's on a sport field, whether it's what. And I always had that question. I wonder if I could do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can I hang? Can I do it?
What's boot camp like? How do I get to that level? At that time, I was, still football size, like a lineman. I was a big dude, kind of like I am now. And I was just like, man, I don't know if I can run. And that was probably what delayed me a whole year was, hey, I don't know if I can run that. If I know what I know now, I probably would have joined a little bit sooner. But I ended up going to West Virginia University. I picked that school because it was top number 1 in Playboy. So I was like, that's where I need to be.
That's where my son went.
Yeah, outstanding school. Absolutely.
This is slapping cheeks time.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought he was about to play John Denver, Country Roads. I thought that was coming on.
Quatrain.
No, I wanted to play this one because you were in West Virginia. This is called Slapping Cheeks.
I'm telling you, if it's not a slang word now, it's going to be by the end of this show.
Slap
this is gonna be
hey, let's slap cheeks,
this
dude.
This is going to be the new thing of spankies. Roger, you over there slapping cheeks?
Yes, I am. You want to slap them back?
Sorry, Anthony.
Anthony, go. Do it.
I'm back. So yeah, curiosity was the biggest thing for me why to join. So what that led to was when I went to MEPS eventually. I was 2 years at school. In school, I learned a couple things, how to drink a lot, which was like very helpful in my life. Like I could handle a little bit more alcohol than probably I should have.
But that did prepare you for the Army.
Absolutely. And
I was going to say West Virginia prepares you for a lot of shit too.
It does, yeah. And the other thing is I noticed that I could not stand, like you go to school and the whole thing is to go to school, get your degree, get a job.
Yeah.
I can't stand being inside. Like I love to be outside. I don't really care what the weather is.
I think you just called us out, Eric. I think that's what I just heard from that you all are little bitches and you should have gotten an outdoor job.
The military slang is pogue.
Yeah.
Person other than grunt.
Yep.
I mean, look, it all goes back to slapping cheeks.
Down a lot lately. I'm really fighting to live.
Yeah, slapping cheeks.
I'm hoping to God give for.
And the new opening song to the show is right there.
We're basically not getting anything.
I'm going to get sued for that.
One day, Anthony's going to be able to finish the story.
He will. Sorry.
That's good.
All right, sir.
So yeah, I left one day from class, went straight to a recruiter. I actually made the newspaper for going to the recruiter because I went to the Marine Corps recruiter twice. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
Nobody.
This is getting good.
Nobody
Shut up, guys.
This is
getting good.
outstanding.
Nobody home.
No.
I gave this. When I got out of boot camp, you go to the recruiter for 12 days or something like that, and I gave this story to somebody, which ended up in the West Virginia Journal.
That's awesome.
And like the Marine Corps recruiting station was like doing push-ups for weeks over the whole story because nobody was there.
Because the lights,
the
lights were on, and nobody was home.
Yeah, and this was printed. My mom actually still has the article because it was like an interview on me.
Like, look,
this is amazing. It needs to be posted immediately.
As they should have been. As they should have been.
They were on vacation, is what I'm hearing.
Wait. So,
looking for underage
Anthony,
toothless women.
Where were you from in West Virginia?
So I'm originally from here, but I was at school in Morgantown.
Morgantown,
WVU, baby. Come on.
All right.
Mountaineers.
Good old Morgantown.
So that recruiting station's like that's on my radar now.
So no longer in existence.
What did they convince you to sign up to do?
So they didn't convince me to do anything. So what they picked, they gave me the test or whatever. They're like, you can pick any job.
What do you mean the
military.
test? You talking about
ASVAB?
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah.
It's not the test.
The test they try to figure out what you can handle or whatever.
Your aptitude test.
Yep.
Yes.
I got a really good score, and they were like, you can pick any job you want. And I was like, well, we going to war, right? And the recruiter was like, it's a good chance. And I looked through the list, and I was like, munitions. And he was like, of all the jobs you can pick, why would you pick that? I'm like, because you can keep the fucking water, you can keep your extra training. As long as I got munitions when I go to Iraq, I'll be good.
But you're not the guy shooting them. You're delivering
That's what it was supposed to be, or whatever. I guess
he meant something totally different, and he just got, hey, here's your ammo.
Well, no, yeah, I just wanted to not be out of ammo. I'm like, dude, if I'm returning fire, the last thing I want to be doing is looking for ammo, and that is literally how I picked my job. As I joined the military, how I ended up on helicopters, though, was the machine gun qualification to go, when you're getting ready to deploy, you're doing a machine gun qualification. And this is a total joke as well, because we're all lined up at the 50 cal range. Yep. You get I think it's 18 rounds to qualify. It's something weird like
hey,
that.
Hold on. Can I ask this question?
Yeah.
Is this just me? I could have swore I just heard, I've got a kid that's in the military. Things have changed.
Yes.
I'll admit this. I'm getting old. I'm 50. We all talked about that earlier.
Oh, bro. I didn't give your age.
So I use this thing. Oh. I use a saying based off our military slang. When something's going wrong or something going awry, I say, hey, you need to adjust your headspace and timing. Is it true that a 50 cal no longer has headspace and timing?
Oh, I don't know. Ours did. Yes, ours did. Yeah.
Well, but
it's not 2005, not 2026.
Not true.
But I heard it doesn't anymore.
Bullshit.
Guy, what do you think?
Amadou says headspace.
No, I'm telling you, we need to look this up because I was told by a young enlisted soldier that happens to be related to me that I might have to whoop his ass.
I would be shocked if they don't know.
I don't think that's accurate.
So
we're checking.
I just can't.
Okay, so Mr. Machine Gunner, go ahead.
Yep. So the qualification itself is like, I forget the number of rounds, and I don't know the number of rounds to qualify because I never adhered to that. I'm the ammo.
You didn't listen to rules?
No, absolutely. I'm the ammo person. I'm going up there to qualify. So what do I do? I got 300 rounds linked together. I made my own link or whatever, connected, and I lit it up. Yep. Like I was probably going in, 10 to 20 round bursts. Not how you're supposed to. Yep. As I get done firing, you couldn't see anything on the range. Like there was dust everywhere.
Smoked it out.
There was nothing. Like I hit every little square foot on the range. And the sergeant first class that was in charge of the range at the time, the NCOIC, he comes by, stands behind me. He was like, "We got one expert," and that is how I ended up on a helicopter. It is a true story.
By having way too many rounds.
Well, I hit everything. It doesn't matter.
So, children, if you break the rules, it does pay off
Good
sometimes.
Yeah. So. Within
your theme song needs to be lawyers, guns, and money.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so immediately after that, they were like, "Hey, this is what we're doing when we're deploying. You need to go, to the helicopter training, which is
badass. That's not, I mean, honestly, that's pretty cool.
And it's in Hawaii, so I'm flying to the Big Island to shoot. I get the 240 off the door guns on the Blackhawks and the Chinooks and.
Did you have to get air assault to go?
No, I did not.
Really? I'm actually surprised.
They closed the school.
What?
Yeah, in Hawaii, it was closed at the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was going on in the world at the time?
Iraq. That was the only thing.
I don't remember that. Just a little bit.
Yeah, they closed the air assault school, and that was like when I got Hawaii as my duty station. After coming out of AIT, all that stuff, I was supposed to go to 82nd to go to jump school. And as I'm getting like the orders for where I'm going is the same time you're filling out for jump school. Yep. And I got my orders to say, it said Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. And I literally just pushed the jump school paperwork. I was like, nah, I'll never be able to afford to go to Hawaii.
We know this, we know this in the Army. If you get an assignment like that, you go.
We're going to go back to your new theme song of slapping cheeks.
Yep, there we go. With the hula.
He's out there with the Samoans, my people, apparently. He thinks that I am, and just dancing with a skirts on.
They're bigger targets. They're easier to hit.
I mean,
yeah.
I used to be skinny.
Except for the Mahoos, man.
Yeah, the Mahoos are out there.
No.
They're deep. It's a safety brief every weekend.
You can't
avoid
fuck
a
with
Mahu.
the Mahoos, bro.
There's so many people Googling a Mahu like right now. I'm like, what is that? What is that?
Don't fuck with the Mahoos.
So what OIF did you go to?
It was OIF 4-5.
So we were out there at the same time. We've talked about that. There's a really good chance I was riding on your helicopter, which I think is hilarious.
Absolutely.
Small fucking world.
It really is, because like out there in theater or whatever, they're only flying a handful of helicopters. So I meet people all the time. Not all the time, like I guess more than I thought I should. And it's like, hey, they were on a helicopter at the same time I was out there. And it's like, wow, that is the smallest.
Well, hold on.
world
If I remember a story, maybe I'm wrong. Could just be my old age, Roger.
50.
Bro, was it the Toby Keith story? What was it? What you and I walked the dog on one flight that I was like, bro, I know, like I knew without a doubt we were on the same. I don't remember what it was.
I'm not even recalling that.
I mean,
So
all you
you're
had to
getting
do was
old.
look for the biggest asshole that was on your chopper, and it was definitely Eric.
I looked a little different.
He looked a little younger.
I mean, he had no beard.
I had a beard down on my belly button back
Oh,
then.
did you?
Yeah.
The biggest douchebag on the helicopter.
In a man dress.
So the guy that looked like he was carrying weed to the people out there.
He had a suitcase of money.
That was Eric.
Hawaiian shirt and a beard down to his stomach. That's awesome.
But I had a cigar in my mouth.
He probably
always.
did.
Always.
Yep.
So what do you think of Iraq, man? Pretty cool.
It was cool if it wasn't like a prison for the most part. Like the best part of it was every time you go outside the wire for me. I hated waiting.
Tap it.
You're not muted back there, guy in the sky. I hated the waiting game.
Yeah.
The helicopter and the moving the munitions through the helicopter was probably like my favorite part of it, because I would literally go to every city in Iraq. The missions, you're talking 2-3 days where you're out on the helicopters. You know, you land in places. Our number one travel area was Mosul.
Yep.
There's definitely a lot going on in Mosul all the time, but they did have humidity and trees there, so it was always nice to like visit that, because the rest of Iraq really.
So clear something up here. Mm-hmm. Flight time to maintenance hours.
Flight, I don't know those.
Is it like 2-to-1 kind of thing?
It's up there,
like,
but
it's pretty high. Like the amount of maintenance hours required for flight time, right?
Absolutely, it's required more when you're not deployed. Especially with the crew you're running with. It all depends on, you know, what cavalry unit you're flying with, on what rules they're actually going to follow there.
That's cool. Oh, Roger. Hey,
no, I'm here. Yes. Hey, how are you guys doing? So you were talking about the war or Iraq. I don't know which one. The war
for our generation.
For your yes, for your generation, because I'm a little younger. It's fine.
Whatever. Did you get to Afghanistan, Anthony?
No, I did not. I was in Iraq all of 2006 and all of 2007. The unit, the 25th, did deploy as I was getting out, and I had the option to either deploy with them or get out, which I chose the option to get out. In my mind at the time, that was my right decision. 6 months after getting out, I was back at a recruiter seeing if I could get back in.
Hold on. Let me go to that. And not to poke holes in you or nothing like that, but I'm going to tell you. So I know what I went through getting out, because I didn't retire. I didn't, I got injured. I got some other things.
Mm-hmm.
Did you struggle with it because it was hard to transition in, or you just legitimately needed back in? Like, some of it is just because it's a tough transition. We don't transition well.
Yeah, it was a combination of both. I originally got out. It was a toll on my mother, of all people. Like, I'm pretty sure she suffered the most from my deployments out of anybody in my family. So that was one of the key things to me getting out of the military. Going back in, though, yeah, it was a transition thing. It was like, okay, I go back to the workforce and I realize I'm not like the rest of the people that I'm working with. And it made me feel like out of place, or that I was working too hard doing what I was doing. What'd you
get out and do?
I got out, so for about 6 months or 8 months to a year, I was restoring muscle cars, which we were talking about cars earlier. But after that, I got a job doing construction, which that just didn't work out for me. It was a low level construction job. So I was basically a laborer. And then I got into pest control. And at this job, it was like there's 35 other people that I'm working with. And I was doing like the amount of stops of 2 people every single day. And it was like, for me, I'm like, hey, like I don't fit in here.
Yeah.
Or, I don't understand why these people are complaining that they had to walk around the house. To me, it was just like, it's 200 feet. You just walk around the house the one time. So it was that was probably the biggest adjustment part. I did have an outlet though, because I was a bouncer at the same time, so I got to use.
So you're busting skulls.
Yeah. So I got to use that. How
many squirrels did you kill?
He's about to kill one at your house. Come on, dude.
My squirrel count is way high. That's for sure.
Hey, and if we're talking to Christy, we mean animals, not the other squirrels.
Absolutely.
You didn't say beavers.
Way to clarify. I was saying that's the wrong animal, Eric. Come on.
I'm scared of his wife, so I wanted to clarify.
What we mean is really a squirrel.
It's legit a squirrel wildlife, cousin of rat.
Where'd you bounce?
I bounced in Arlington. There was a Clarendon ballroom. I bounced there for a little while.
Yeah, that's fun.
And it was cool because I was still kind of in like military shape, so I was always the smallest bouncer.
I'm kind of wondering if I might have gotten into a fight one night. I don't recall.
Your jaw's still in one piece.
Hold on.
No, it's not.
I mean, look,
Oh,
you remember
maybe.
a 6'8" Indian guy.
I'm going to say this, and especially the younger Anthony. Anthony likes to squabble.
Oh yeah.
So let's not even. So he was looking for a fight.
Oh,
I know.
Arlington was in
well
my
enough.
hang. I was Georgetown. I worked in Georgetown. I bounced. I bartended out there for a long time, but I was well before you were probably old enough to walk. So.
Okay. All right. I enjoyed bouncing. It was also like an anti-drinking thing, like if you're bouncing working, you're not really drinking that much, and I don't really.
That's why you didn't work in Georgetown. We used to drink at the door all the time. We were hammered.
Snorting coke.
That's no
joking.
No sir.
So, bro, when you finally decided to grow up and quit crushing skulls at a bar, and you got tired of working, being one of the normal workers, like, bro, I'm going to tell you this: starting your own business is not an easy thing. Like,
No, it's not.
So, where and how did you decide? I'm going to take this scary ass step out and do this thing.
It was, I found out the job I was working for, the managers were stealing from me. So when you convert that over, that would be like your NCOIC taking, taking the day off while everybody's working. Right? So when I
that'd
found
be like
that
a hooker stealing from a pimp.
Similar.
Joking.
But no, I discovering that, and then I immediately myself, I'm going to call them out like, hey, why, can you just pay me the correct amount of money going forward? And the response I got there was, we're your managers. We should get that. And I was like, okay, here's my 2-week notice. And they legit said,
so their jaws are broken, and then you left.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
totally
much.
That would have been my temperament at that point. I'd been like, y'all can fucking kiss my balls.
Yep.
So Anthony, I got like a serious question. Because a lot of veterans and first responders, especially veterans, I don't know first responders because I haven't been one. We get sucked into the whole. I don't believe the military, especially the Marine Corps, maybe the Army, Navy, Air Force has something different. I don't believe there is something that tells you to go and be an entrepreneur. I don't think it exists.
No, it does not.
And like
You
it
get
drives
used
me
to working
crazy
for somebody.
Yep.
Yeah. And
It tells you how to take orders real well.
Yeah.
well,
Exactly.
Well, the thing is though, is like there should be, because the best people that can be entrepreneurs and start a business, I believe, are veterans. And my soul being, I believe, like, look, if there's someone that's been in, they should have a program that, it's not taps.
No, it's not
teaching
taps.
you. Yeah, it's teaching you how to be an entrepreneur. It's showing you how to do taxes, this, that, and the other. So my question is this: like, being an entrepreneur, coming, as a veteran, what was your drive to do it?
It's. I think the military builds that part in for you. The ability to not quit, not give up,
Embrace the suck.
Yeah,
move forward.
get whatever you have to do, get it done. That helped me along the way. Making the decision for a lot of people is the scariest part. but I don't even think it needs to be scary. If you are an NCO in the military, you can lead whoever you need to. As you know, for the most part, there are some areas of the military where you don't learn stuff like that. But if you can lead troops into battle, or if you can lead a squad, or even if you can just lead a handful of people, you inside of you have the ability to do what it takes to run a business.
What are some of the short, like what are some of the cliffhangers or pitfalls?
I was just going to ask, like tell me a time or two when you just fucked up, and something that a good lesson for people that want to go that route.
It's just, honestly, it's every aspect of the business you're responsible for. And that's where a lot of people fail to think, like, hey, I can just start my business. I'm going to do this. But they want to work an 8-hour day. I think we were discussing. Exactly. You're 24/7. Yep.
Because nobody cares about your business like you do.
Except
it's yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then as the business owner, people just look at you like, oh, you're the business owner. You have it easy. And it's the complete opposite.
Right. Like you're waking up before everybody, you're going to bed after everybody, because why they go home, you still got a job to do.
And no matter what you do, nobody understands what you're doing.
Right.
I was running the business almost 5 years before my wife got involved with it. She is my office manager, does a great job at it.
Better than you.
Look,
yeah, way better than me.
I have to interrupt you on this because this is an important piece.
Mm.
And we kind of talked about this. Eric and Roger were on Not That Smart not long ago, and we talked about this. And one of the things that the host was saying is like, you just can't quit. You have to have someone that supports you.
Absolutely.
And the thing is like when it comes to spouses and veterans, like spouses, if that spouse has been with you through thick and thin, you know, I can tell you from my experience, I'm not a successful entrepreneur. I hope to be someday, right? I'm trying to start something. But I can tell you that my spouse has been there through thick and thin. And just because she does not, I sometimes I get really discouraged because I feel like she's not supporting me sometimes. But I know she does. And I feel like that story probably exists with you because you just said, okay, you know, like after 5 years, she really started pouring in, and you might have had that same feeling. And the thing is like, those stories are really important to talk about of being a veteran and an entrepreneur. It's not that they don't support you. It's maybe it's something that's different that draws them in to start supporting, or whatever the case might be. Right. Because I know like my spouse supports me through thick and thin, but sometimes I have that feeling that she doesn't. And like, have you had that feeling?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna speak for Anthony real quick. One of the things was, so his wife had a phenomenal career of her. It's a very independent woman, very smart, had a great career. And there was a conscientious decision where family, take care of the family and supporting your job, that she made the transition, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. She was a VP at a big bank, no education, no college degree is what I mean. Very. She
graduated from dropped out of school in the 4th grade in West Virginia. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
She had a degree from 3rd grade.
Yeah, pretty much though. She herself is her own success story, and it has nothing to do with anything other than hard work.
Learn through adversity.
And I admire that of her. She, like I said, most people that are going to work at a bank or be a VP at a big bank, they're going to have multiple degrees. Yep. She did it by getting shit done. I tell her all the time she should have joined the military because she would have been outstanding at it. And she's like, but I'm not strong. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking headstrong. Like as hard as they come, you would have been fine. And she's like, I don't know what people are picturing, but she is like this beautiful little like bikini model. Like she is not.
She was a card.
She's not just like.
Hold on, can I say it?
What's that?
She was a card girl for boxing rings, right?
Yep.
And all that. Yeah. If that puts anything into perspective, she's a pretty lady. Anthony, you've been.
Dear God, please do.
I know you're outside. I know you're not catching a lot of the news because you're busy. First of all, you're in what I'd consider the trades work, right? And phenomenal for you because I don't think there's enough people that get into the trades. I think it's an opportunity like you did to own your own business and I know what I got to pay as soon as I have to call somebody to work on the house or whatever, man. I know what I got to pay. So the trades are phenomenal, like Mike Rowe and some of that other stuff. Big supporters.
Mike Rowe, badass.
There's too many people out there without a college or with a college degree and no job. You know, when there's jobs that need to happen, and we need those people to have those jobs. So kudos to you. But going back to, I know you probably don't get a lot of chance to watch TV and stuff, but being that you were in Iraq, I have this ideology that with what's going on in Iran right now, right? We were talking earlier before you showed up. A lot of what we fought in Iraq was from Iran, whether it was the IED that I got blown up by, whether it was the fighters, whether it was whatever, man. So I'm curious with what's going on, man. What are your thoughts? Not trying to get all political. I don't care whether you have a D or an R, or I don't give a damn about any of that. But from your veteran perspective,
you made that sound like swear words, by the way.
Given your time over in Iraq and all that, what are you thinking about with what's going on in Iran right now? Really curious.
My only answer for that is
kill them all.
No.
Let the paramedics sort them out.
No, his answer is Savage Pest Control.
Yeah, they need some pest control over there.
Hey, if I can't get put into the game, I don't want to.
No, and it's 100% true. I read, I think it was just before my vacation that they upped the enlistment age to 42.
And
if you called my wife right now, she will do anything right now to get me not to enlist.
Right.
Because I see it happening, and I know that, like, let's say I could get back in the military, that I'd be helping people around me by being in the military.
No offense, though. I'm gonna tell you this from being a older dude that valued my time in the military. So we hear a lot, man, if I could just go back in, or man, if I could just. As much as I respect our military, my son's in. I value the hell out of what he's doing. It's not the military you left, bro.
I'm well aware.
Not just your age, but do you think you could go back in? I don't think I could, bro.
That's what I'm back to the same curiosity. Could I fucking do it again? And I know
you can also be bi-curious too.
We're not curious about that shit.
Fast forward 50 years.
I'm wondering.
Once again, what do you keep asking me?
Why not the Navy?
so
midgets and bi-curiosity.
So yeah. Well, my thing is, I've been all the other places. I'm like, this is another OIF. It's just Iran versus Iraq.
Yeah,
and that'd be cool as hell to be there. And going back to my original statement. That was where half the problems we were fighting in Iraq were coming from anyway. We weren't necessarily just fighting Iraq. A lot of that was Iran.
100%.
And so I would love to go in there and just wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Going to my service dog's name and wreak havoc. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, my thoughts on it are strictly, geared towards the people who are going to deploy or, whatever happens.
Red Friday.
And how best they can be helped. And in my eyes, what you said, the military is different. So you have a gap of the not so different military and the different military. And if you got the right troops in place, that's great. For me, it's, can I help anybody? And that was my only thought on the whole situation.
Hey, Anthony, let me ask you this. Do you have a son?
Yes, I do.
Yep. Cool son.
Does Eric, do you have a son?
My son's in the Army.
Roger, do you have a son?
I do.
How old are your sons?
Mine's 13.
Okay.
God, I don't want to
Eric,
get this wrong. 26, 27.
and Roger?
He just screwed up. Mine's 29.
Is your son serving military service?
He is not.
Eric, yours is.
Yes, sir.
And Anthony,
do
you believe yours will?
I can almost guarantee I won't put that on him, and I never tell him what to do. But I guess just,
he's been.
I don't know if
he's infatuated with it.
He loves to shoot. He loves to be outside. Very physical person.
And I'm going to say this: and he emulates his daddy.
Let me ask you this, Anthony: what generation did your family serve? Like Vietnam, World War II, World War I?
For me, it was the only other person in my family that was military was my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
He was World War II, Marine Corps.
Too.
Yep. Yeah. So Roger, yours was. Eric, you?
Yeah, all the way back. And my dad, Vietnam.
Yep.
And yep.
Now, the reason why I bring that up is because, we look at, what we believe in and what we should fight for. Like I strongly believe, even I don't want it. I mean, my son's 10. I know he's going to go to war. I just, it is in our genes. Like my great grandfather, my grandfather, my dad, myself, we went to war. And it's the same thing with everybody here. And, it's really, the optic that you look at it of like, okay, we're the ones that are fighting this, the 1%. And you look at the 99% that don't. And it's, that optic is very, when you take a step back, it's very hard to look at that because it's always been that. It's always been that. And, it's surreal to look at it. And it's also good. It's also good because we know where our families are, how we believe, they follow us. I followed, my dad never wanted me to do anything. In fact, I didn't even tell him I joined the Marine Corps. When I graduated boot camp, he showed up. I didn't even know he knew because I didn't tell him. He didn't want me to do that. Mm-hmm. And
I called mine after I enlisted.
Yeah. And the thing is like,
I went to the recruiter, then called him and said, I'm leaving.
Well, it's surreal that there's a few that really goes forth that it's driven in their genes to protect the many. And it's something that no one really talks about. We always see on LinkedIn, we always see on Facebook, we see on TikTok, we see on Twitter, the person that sacrificed, the person that got a medal, blah, blah, blah. But no one ever talks about the 1%. And, the 1% that actually goes and does it. It doesn't matter if they die, it doesn't matter if they lose a limb or get injured, but it's the 1% that actually goes and fucking does it, man. And that's incredible. That's fucking incredible to me. It's incredible. And no one talks about that shit.
Hey, guy in the sky, let me ask you a question, man. We're just talking about Iran and after watching the stuff in Russia and things like that. Bro, I'm going to tell you this. One of the things I will say, as bad as Iraq, Afghanistan, any of that other stuff was, we at least at the time had air supremacy. Brother, one of the things I can't fathom that's going on right now, can you imagine having to worry about drones?
I will tell you that.
I didn't have to worry about that. I have no problem saying I had to worry about what was around the corner, what was behind the door, what would go boom. But I didn't have to worry about what was flying over, dropping shit.
Look, man, I can tell you there was one time I had to do a stint in Syria, and we did not have air supremacy.
But did you have drones? Like that's a whole nother,
we had a 500-pound bomb drop on our house, skipped off, and went into a field. But whenever you heard a plane coming over you,
you duck a little, get a little.
No, you didn't know who it was. Was it the Turks? Yeah. Was it Iranian? Was it Russian? You had no fucking idea because of the way everything was working in Syria at that time. Like, and that's fucking scary, dude.
But can you imagine, seriously, like even with what they're doing with some of these drones, the swarming and some of that,
it's crazy.
Like having to think about that while you're also
worrying about everything
clearing
else,
houses and doing all the other
shit.
I'm over here mind blown because I didn't even consider this like that. Like just the thought of having drones, like whether you're on a helicopter, the ground.
Oh, dude!
Imagine what they
you
do
just
to you
made him
thing,
reconsider the age range.
Right?
No,
like you were. Where was your focus?
That's intense.
Where was your focus when you were in that helicopter? It was always
on the ground.
Looking.
Nobody's.
Hey, you're looking for flashes on the roofs, on the whatever else going on.
It's different warfare now,
bro. Like that's
the air missiles, not fucking drones coming from the sky. Yeah,
good on these kids, but man,
it's a different warfare.
I wouldn't enjoy that part.
No, I have good faith in the Navy and the Air Force.
Are we?
Like they're gonna make that a non thing that you have to worry about.
Is it slapping cheeks, Faith? I'm joking.
No, just demolition of everything.
I will tell you this though, you talking about softening the battle space. I mean, they're doing a phenomenal job with that. I mean, the sheer amount of targets they've taken out,
absolutely
amazing.
Yep. And
there's nothing better than our military.
Even in Iraq, like when you're going through the cities, the towns, wherever you're at, going through it, just seeing the sheer destruction that like a Navy destroyer can do from the ocean a long distance away. They can take out bunkers. They can do whatever it is. So that's why I say I got faith in that. Like I've seen it firsthand what they do with those bunker busters, and whether it's from a plane or a ship.
So Anthony, like you said your son's 13 now, right?
Yep.
You know, my son's 10, and it doesn't matter, like, to know, like, it doesn't matter how good their grades are. It doesn't matter, none of that. To know deep down, because you said when he came in here tonight, when we first spoke, like, you know, he's going to go in the military. I have the same feeling about my son. It doesn't matter. Like,
but it still matters because they're always, that's how you know it's in their character to strive for the best.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. It's like, you know, the majority of the American public, they don't understand this drive. Like, you know, when Anthony said that he was, you know, and on 9/11, he saw this shit and, you know, it happened for him. It clicked and he went, you know, it's basically in our genes. Like there is multiple generations that go and they fight wars, for whoever the wars are for here. And like that should mean something to people, because it's going to happen. I made a joke a long time ago, multiple times, and I'm kind of ashamed of it. Like when I was in Kandahar, you know, we'd go to this fucking, you know, palace, or not palace, but compound. And I would make the joke of like, you know what? I'm going to write Dad was here, because I know I felt at the time like my son's going to be here. And like to have that feeling, to know that, you know what, my son's going to serve. There's just no way he's not going to serve. Doesn't matter what education he has. Doesn't matter how good he is at athletics. There's just no way he's going to end up here. Like, that burden of weight that a lot of the American, like 1% of the American populace has on us. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. And then the 99% that doesn't honor that, like, it's just nuts to me.
Guy, can I tell you this though, man? If your kid goes in,
he's gonna.
Hey, when, all right,
he will.
I one more time.
It will.
So, hey, I will tell you this.
It's gonna happen.
Watching my kid, man, it's interesting because I deployed nonstop. Never thought 2 seconds about it. I knew my family was taken care of. I knew what to do. I knew, like, not a worry in the world. My son deployed. I was a wreck.
Yeah,
bro. You know, that's a question I was going to ask. Is your son joining? Does it terrify you, or does it make you proud?
Well, it's all of it. And here's the problem. So, one, my recollection from my military time is when I was senior enough that I could influence my own decision making.
Mm-hmm.
And I love our military, but not all leaders are created equal. So then I get in my mind. I'm like, what happens if he gets a bad leader? What happens if this? What happens if that? And the whole time I'm going, I can't protect him. I want to be there. Like, to Anthony's point, I was even starting to look at age waivers and things going, no, fuck that. I need to go over there. And not because he can't do it, but I need to be because I'm his dad. And so then he deploys. And I mean, even in basic training, I was worried about, what if, dude, and this is so silly. I was like, what if people don't like him? What if he's struggling today doing PT? And I'm like, this is so gay. This is stupid. What am I worried? I went through millions of people go through the same thing. Yeah. I did it. He's going to be fine.
What do you think your parents went through?
Right,
but going through?
Well, dude, I'm going to tell you this. I came back to your point of what military service did to your mom.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Iraq a number of times, way too many. One of my trips, I redeployed. So I was in Korea, deployed to Iraq for a year, went back to Korea. My mom had to send my dad to Korea because he had PTSD watching Fox News of me being over in Iraq.
Oh,
like, literally, like, it stressed him the hell out to where she actually sent him to Korea to come decompress, to be with me and to see I was alive. Like, because he whatever happened to your mom? My dad went through that because he could not break away from Fox News. He could not. He was living war every day, and he wasn't there.
You should have just changed it to CNN. It would have been fine.
Yeah,
You'd been good to go. MSNBC, you know,
something different.
Well, I mean, look, Eric. Here's the deal, dude. You can go back 2,000 years. Warriors are warriors. Warriors are bred into warriors' families. You go back to the Romans, the Greeks, the Vikings. You know, you have a warrior within those cultures. The son, and sometimes even the daughter, becomes a warrior in that culture. And the thing is it's all about us accepting all that. And I have a hard time accepting. I know for a fact, like my son is fucking smart. He's like the 99 percentile in math, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I know he is going to end up in a war. I know it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I know it's going to happen because that's just where he comes from.
I think Guy just said his son is going to go Air Force because he's smart.
That's hard.
He will never go Air Force.
I'm going to tell you.
Never go. There's nothing against the Air Force.
Guy,
but that ain't going to happen.
The amount of stress that'll put on you, not him, on you, is going to be interesting to hear about because I'm telling you what I went through. I've lived that world and I've led many people in that world. But the lack of control you have over your kid and having to sit the sideline, listening to it.
Yeah, the mentality of every parent. But the mentality of every parent is, that's the mentality of every parent, right? Anything your kid does, military or not, if they join the National Guard, as you were making fun of earlier, or go Air Force, which if your son's smart, I mean, that's a good call. Everybody's going to worry about it. Like you going over and you going through basic training, then being deployed, it's you. You can give a fuck. What's going to happen? As soon as it's your kid, you're like, wait.
So Roger,
I was cool with this.
Hey, and you've seen the size of my kid. It's not like the boy can handle his own.
He can handle himself.
Here's the interesting thing about it is, and I don't think there is a statistic out there, but I would love to see it if it happened. So they always say the 1% of us go and serve. I would like to know, okay, of that 1%, who serves after that in that generation. And I would love to see that because I really feel like it's probably the 1% of that 1%. Like I think it is. And
the number definitely gets smaller quick.
Yeah. And I absolutely think that is. And the thing, the whole part about it, the whole reason why I bring that up is you know what, like, with Anthony and you, Eric, and Roger, like you serve in a different way and your family serves in a different way. Like we need to be aware of that. And like, we need to honor that. Like when I look at my son, no shit, he's 10. When I look at him, because I have such a strong feeling that I know he's going to go and serve, I look at him in a different way with that, and I look at him and I'm just like, man, you're either going to die or you're not going to die, but I know you're going to serve. And I see that in a different light. And like, what is the whole statistic behind it? I don't know if we'll ever know that. I really don't.
Yeah, it's hard to quantify in any way, shape, or form.
I would also say that whatever that magical statistic is, it's going to be a lot higher post the Vietnam era to where we are now as veterans, solely because Americans nowadays, they're way more supportive of veterans. So I think the number would be higher because it's
100%.
Yeah, it's very true. Versus Vietnam, yeah.
What did we start with? Like, we have a hero here.
Yep.
That didn't happen back in the 70s. It was frowned upon. So the percent of siblings joining, I would
100%.
say.
You know what's funny? The last guest we had on recently, he was a Vietnam vet, Big Mac. Eric's comment to him not only was thank you for your service, but welcome home, because of the non-welcoming they got. It's vastly different today for anybody that's in the military versus what happened back then. And I think that is a very valid point.
That's huge.
The support is always there.
I remember my flight home on leave very vividly. Like coming home on leave from Iraq was 1, free drinks, like outstanding. Like I was completely drunk getting off the plane, and I didn't have to pay for none of it. And the applause that you got walking through, like coming off a flight, not just like a handful of people, you're talking about a whole flight of soldiers coming off. Like the applause, the standing ovation, like
was that in Newfoundland or whatever, wherever? No,
So-
seriously.
Hey,
No, that was actually, I want to say it was Atlanta Airport, but it could have been
So-
I mean,
one of the ones
there's an
down south.
airport that we had to cross through. I think it was Newfoundland, and
it was different depending on who
well,
you came back with.
well, I mean, like going across the Atlantic for us, like from the Iraq War or Afghanistan War, or whatever, and there was always support there, and I think it might have been Newfoundland. And after that we go to BWI, Dulles. There's nothing, but like in Newfoundland, I'm pretty sure that's where it was. Where we came across the Atlantic, we landed, and it was always just like there were 80-year-old people, Vietnam vets. There were their wives, and everybody was just like thank you, and hugging us.
Well, let me tell you the Vietnam experience I had, honestly, coming back from Iraq. So I told you when I deployed from Korea to Iraq for a year, that was the first deployment that was you're going from one hardship tour to another and then back, and then they reset your clock. Well, what was going on in Korea at the time, they were anti-war. So when I flew back to Korea, they were spitting on us, throwing shit at us, and doing all kinds of things. You talking about getting in your head, that was very reminiscent. So when Mac was talking, that was going through my head because they wanted us off the peninsula and were treating us like shit coming back from Iraq.
I thought spitting on you was a sign of good faith over there.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrible, Derek. I made light of it because it's gotten really serious in the podcast recently.
No,
but that's a shitty situation to go into, especially.
But it was but actually, so the compelling thing for me was I grew up with Vietnam stuff, right? Like I was just infatuated with watching anything Vietnam because that at my age that was the war to learn from, see, and I loved anything dealing with uniformed service, whether it was law enforcement, fire, and so loved it. So the neat thing about it was I actually took it as a positive because it was interesting for me. I got to feel a little bit of what they felt like when not meaning to, not trying to make more of it than it was, because it's not like coming to your home country.
I was like, fortunately, you weren't coming to your home country. Right. That's what I was about to say.
But it was still kind of like, well, this fucking sucks.
Well, fuck you too, goddammit.
So,
I'll spit back, bitches.
But hey, let's talk about a baller homecoming real quick. How about the pilot, man, that got rescued in Iran, bro? So it made me think of you a little bit, being a crew chief, right? Like, so I actually heard a really interesting thing, Guy. I'm real curious what you think about this. So I heard this from a POW. He heard the story and he got pissed and thrilled at the same time. He said it was a weird thing of emotions. I'm sitting there going, what? And come to find out, what he said was super excited that dude didn't have to go through the capture of the POW piece and that, but mad because he started thinking about, so if the will of the president is by any means necessary, we're going to do this, it can happen. Absolutely. What about me? And I was like, holy shit.
I knew you were going with that. And I went through my head like that fucking sucks. That's a terrible feeling.
And he felt guilty because he was like, on one hand, I'm just thrilled for this guy and I want to be. The other hand, fuck that. What about me?
Yeah.
And so if the different administration or if I was the focus, I wouldn't have been through that. I was like, holy hell.
I'm going to tell you, man, like Eric, and Roger, I've told you guys both, I don't like getting political on shit, but I'm going to get political now.
Oh, I wasn't trying to go there.
Crap.
I was just talking generalities.
God damn it.
But look, you asked.
Did I? I made a statement. I made a statement.
You asked his thoughts. This is on you, Eric.
What you said was,
I said, guy in the sky.
No, you said, I'm interested to hear what you said. What you think, Guy?
Here we go. You're right.
I will tell you that the last administration, I would not have trusted anything, not in a million years, if I had gotten captured or I shot down or anything on the ground. There's just no fucking way because the proof's in the pudding on that. We left our allies that we had worked with for years. You know, the fact that we went there and we did this, we lost 4 aircraft to get our pilot says a lot. Like hundreds of millions of dollars down the drain to get our people back
for the right cause. That's for the right cause.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like
the money at that point.
That gives, like, personally, that gives me. If I was one of those people, I would be thinking, okay,
Guy, what does this?
This motherfuckers have my back.
What does it do for the warrior mentality? When you know you got a president that will go by any means necessary, pull your ass out. You will go in fighting harder than you ever would have.
It's 100%, dude.
Makes you much stronger.
Yeah, I mean, because then you don't care. I'll go into anything because I know this guy's got me.
Yep. Like anybody can say anything about whatever, however many $100 million, whatever. It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, the human capital was worth the fucking equipment capital, like, tenfold. And, you know, I don't feel confident that the last administration would have done that. I just don't think that would have happened.
I'm just jealous because I know it sounds horrible and stupid, but I alluded to it earlier. Just to be able to get boots on the ground in the country that basically, I fought in proxies, and to be able to go there and just, to me, it's baller as hell. They got to go there, pull this dude out, and we just owned their asses for a little while. I hope they planted flags and left them U.S. flags.
Now, look, dude, we didn't only own them. Like, you know, it was well beyond that. Like, we went into their country.
We smacked their cheeks.
Yeah, we did.
Slapping cheeks.
God
dude.
damn it.
We were slapping cheeks.
It's the buddy rocking, slapping the cheeks.
No, wait. We're going to do this proper.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Yeah, you've been trying to eat. Sleep deep, you're under a spell. Got so much knowledge to be selfish to keep it to myself. I try to put it.
All right, Guy, you've got to get approval to use that as the intro of the song for Eric as he's announcing the show. Slapping cheeks.
But Anthony, how baller would that be a crew chief on a helicopter going into fucking Iran? Seriously.
Oh man, the adrenaline pump there.
That would have been awesome. Seriously,
outstanding. Like, and outstanding in a way where I don't care what drug you do or what job you do. There is nothing that is going to replace that feeling. For the Black Hawk going in there. Or the fighter jet, whatever it is, or if you're in your tricycle, just going in there, there's nothing that's going to replace that.
No, I get it.
That vibe that you got as you're doing that mentality.
Biggest natural high you'll ever have.
Absolutely.
Look, Anthony, I have to say this because, like, we used to use, you know, whenever we went and did any target or whatever, sometimes we would use whatever the reservist unit that was with us. We would go and, you know, most of the times they performed well, but the 160th
sore.
bro, I remember one specific time that they came in, we infilled, we exfilled, and then they had to fly all the way back to Bagram. This is in Afghanistan. And, you know, we exfilled. They dropped us off. We were like, good mission. We didn't know that they were flying through these fucking valleys and they got shot up and hit the gunner in the neck. And nobody knew about that. I mean, we heard about it the next day, but the news doesn't hear about that, of these fucking crews that go out and just it doesn't matter. It's the job.
Yeah.
And they fly through this shit and they fucking go, man. It doesn't matter if they get hit. They just go. The guy lived. But he got shot in the fucking neck, dude. And that, like, people don't understand that when they hear air crew.
Exactly.
They don't understand that with Black Hawk air crew, Chinook air crew,
especially Chinook, because they fly so slow, and you know what I mean.
Not the 160th.
I'm talking about.
I will tell you, those motherfuckers will go.
I'll tell you. So, flying a lot on helicopters, that is I always call it, and I still do, the Magic School Bus. It's the Chinook.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what it makes me think of. But they are the fastest helicopters they got out there. Like them things do not play.
Dude, they're fucking
They will leave
ridiculous.
the Apache. Like I can't even tell you how many times we would have to slow down to wait for our Apaches to catch up to us. And that's when you pass them more than a mile. Yeah. But the Chinook, it rolls. The Black Hawk is a little bit sluggish.
I will say this.
I got Chinooks with even with armor. Even with fucking armor in the floor. They fucking go, man.
Yeah, they go.
I will say this. I got the opportunity to go back to Iraq as a civilian working in the government.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked me up in an Osprey, and I was legitimately pissed. I was like, and here's why. Don't get me wrong. Hey, they've come a long way, but in those days, they were going down like flies, literally.
Yeah.
And I was legitimately pissed, going, "What did I do to deserve this?" It was cool as hell, no problems. But at the end of the day, I was mad when I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my whole point in saying that to Anthony is like air crews and anybody that mans air shit, y'all don't get enough credit. And you just don't. Like nobody, the American public, nobody knew about this dude after he dropped us off after a successful mission, hitting a legitimate Al-Qaeda target, going home to Bagram, gets shot in the neck. Nobody hears about that.
Yeah, no.
And you know what? Like those, like y'all are heroes.
No,
y'all are fucking heroes.
We were all being mad at him for wearing Nomex pajamas.
Yeah, like
the rest of us,
fucking warriors, man.
You know, I would push that same statement to any gunner on any military vehicle, because if you ever hear a story, it's the Humvee got blown up. It's not we went through 3 gunners going down the street.
Yeah.
So it's not just an air crew.
Yeah.
It would be any. Because when you get behind that machine gun, no matter what it's on, you're an automatic target. I don't care what war you're fighting.
You're usually more exposed than the average.
You're
person.
more exposed. Yeah. You are the light at night.
That's where all bullets are going.
Yeah. Any machine gun, everybody, I want to shoot a machine gun. And for me, it was the same way. It's like, they're going to let me shoot a fucking gun off a helicopter? Outstanding. Like, I was so excited about it. But then at the same time, when it comes down to it, you are the target. The helicopter moving is your like the enemy's actual target, but what they're aiming at is the light from the muzzle flash, whatever it is, and it's pretty bright, and it doesn't matter whether, like I said, if you're on a 50 cal on top of Humvee, LMTV,
doesn't matter.
It has the machine gun roll has, no bias on vehicle itself.
Well, I mean, specifically air crew, gunners, and air crew, they don't get enough shout outs, man.
Absolutely.
And like the amount of times they pulled my ass out and, anybody I was with, like I remember infilling and then, any motorcycle that was coming on target while we're infilling is a target. And these motherfuckers just lighten them up because they were coming to kill us.
Yeah.
And they protected us. And like nobody gives enough credit. Like there's so many big warriors that no one even hears about, man. You always hear about, which you should, you always hear about these warriors on the ground, whether they're SEALs or SF or MARSOC or Recon or whatever. It doesn't matter who they're from, but you never hear about the warriors in the air. You never fucking hear about it. And like those warriors kept us infill safe and exfil safe. And, it was the most important part of the battle. Both.
Outstanding. I like it.
This has been interesting. We go from little people wrestling to very serious conversation about gunners and how they can take it.
So, Anthony, let's finish off with something, man.
Yeah.
What's the next chapter? What's success look like? What are we moving into?
We'll see what the recruiter says.
After your wife dimes you out and you don't get a sign up.
For me, and this might make you feel really good. We're looking into Georgia.
Hey, I like that.
I absolutely. So not just the hunt.
You went on the CJ3 hunt.
I did, and it literally and
slaying deer.
So why Georgia? Why Georgia?
Because have you ever, like, when you go to Georgia, and we just did this again, we just drove through Georgia to get to Pensacola, and
In your RV.
in my RV with all children, and everybody should be cursing at us everywhere we go because, like, I got some spoiled kids for sure. Like, they're just, they're well taken care of, and they act like it. But everywhere we went, people are so nice. And, like, my conversation with my wife was, I wish that people in different areas could act like people from Georgia, like the most polite people. And it's not because they're got a lot of money. It's the people that you're interacting at.
Can I make a correction?
Yeah.
There's Georgia, then there's Atlanta. We're not counting Atlanta.
We're talking about outside of there. But it's
True.
Atlanta was
Fuck Atlanta.
I had a good time in Atlanta though. We went to a Braves game, which was outstanding.
Wait. I have a sound effect for Atlanta. Here it comes. Ready?
Oh Lord.
Wait.
Oh,
Well, I gotta find it first. No, wait. No.
Oh.
Wait.
Hold on, that is Atlanta because there are flags.
Yeah.
Wait. There we go.
There it is.
There we go.
Hey, guy, I will say this. So the other cool thing, Anthony talked about going through our mental health and wellness facility in Iowa, which was cool as hell that he went. But then kind of on the fun side, right, which is funny because it kind of leads in. Like, a lot of people think, oh, it's just play. You're going out to do this outdoor activity, whatever. And for us, every year we do a whitetail deer hunt down in Georgia. And Anthony, after going through Iowa, went through that. There's a lot of therapy in it, too, because not Anthony, because I know he shoots and does other things. But for some of these wounded heroes, it's the first time they've ever touched a gun since being over there. It's a pretty emotional experience and all that. And so,
Dude.
And then to take a life of something living, we've had some veterans really struggle with that, and it's been a whole thing, phenomenal thing. Anthony went down there, baller, and slayed a couple deer. And
I was going to ask a question. Did you take him down and mow it like you did on the range in order to become a gunner?
Yeah, he cheated. Took a lot of extra ammo.
He is a pest killer.
I was so disappointed in myself because
Do tell.
I shot 2 deer. And I only shot 2 rounds. Like, that was so disappointing.
Oh, wait, Anthony.
He's firing shit off in the air just because he's like, God damn it.
The reload.
So what you're not understanding is we don't have to have tags and stuff to hunt. And so you go down there and so I can tell you what the first day is almost always like. So what is it? 3 days out there or 2 days, whatever it is.
3 days,
right?
Yeah.
So first day, hardly nobody comes back with deer because everybody's just waiting on that perfect one. Because here's the other side. A lot of them, they get if they hit a real good one, they'll get the head mounted and all that stuff. So hardly no deer come in the first day, and it's crazy. So they're out sitting in the stands early in the morning, then they go back out at night. We only get a few coming in. We make fun of them around the fire and go, oh yeah, big warrior, afraid to fucking pull the trigger and whatever. And the drinks start flowing, cigars going, and then the next day, guns start lighting up a little bit. It starts coming. But nothing like that last evening.
Oh, yeah.
When they know, shit, I got to get something. Dude, you'll see people come back with 5 deer that night, whatever. Like, they're just slaying them. They don't care what it is. If it's got 4 legs and a tail, they're a lot like a soldier in a strip club. They're going after it.
But, hey, Eric, I'm gonna dovetail
Come
on this with you. Anthony.
Yeah.
When you went down to do this with the CJ3 Foundation,
Come on.
What was the most important thing you walked away with as a veteran, and like, how did that happen?
It's very similar to walking into this room. When you just being around veterans is a whole different ballgame, especially when you're not surrounded by like a bunch of veterans and a bunch of civilians. When you're surrounded by predominantly veterans.
Roger's like, what the
damn it.
It's okay.
Damn it.
It's
You're an honorary veteran, dude.
But keep in mind, my board member, Junior Coker, that puts the hunt on, never served a day in his life, but he's more patriotic than most veterans are, right? And
absolutely.
That dude, I mean, so I hear what you're saying, but yeah, the guy that puts on the hunt is not even.
Sorry, I just had to make my comment. These civilians that suck out there. That's fantastic.
I'm going to make people walk like you, talk like you. You just, it's a familiar area.
I have to, like, Anthony, I got to make a comment real quick, dude. And like, I'm pretty sure we're going to make this comment every fucking podcast we have. But Roger, you don't act like you're not a veteran. No, I'm being serious. Like,
just because I'm prettier than Eric doesn't mean.
Not difficult.
No, look, man, it's a mentality, dude. It's a look, man, and I'm pretty sure this is what Anthony's saying is you walk into a room and you feel a brotherhood, and like you immediately feel like a part of the brotherhood.
Well, I appreciate that, but I was just giving him shit because he said civilians. I was like, son of a bitch. Here we go again.
Here, I'll sub the word civilian for midgets so everybody's happy.
But guy,
that works. That's fine.
But Anthony, am I right about that?
Yeah,
like, you feel a brotherhood, right?
It's not. It's the brotherhood, absolutely, but it's more of okay. Like when I got there, it was like I am on a property. I'm safe. I'm not the only one out here working, like to keep everybody alive. So the relaxation in it for me to just like I told Junior,
bro, you're not in charge of anything either. You're not the boss there.
Yeah,
you're not. You're not doing your family thing there. You're responsible for you and your brothers.
Absolutely,
that's it.
And I told Junior the first night that I got there to the cabin, he was like, "You sleep all right?" I said, "Dude, that's the best sleep I've gotten since I ETS."
Was it your first year down there?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Did you have like hookers and blow?
No,
I'm joking.
No.
Joking.
Not on the way down.
Well, I mean, Eric keeps telling when we go down, we're going hogging. I don't know what that means.
Not what it meant to us in the military, Eric.
No, I would love to do some hogging. Give me a 240 out there. There'll be no hogs left in Georgia.
So now it's cool because the other side is not that we're pushing drinking, but a lot like in here, guy, right? We know veterans, whatever. And so, we bring out cigars, we bring out drinks. A lot of it's sitting around the fire pit and just doing our thing, right? And doing this, telling our stories, not talking at all, whatever you're comfortable with. And so it's just ingratiating yourself in the brotherhood, man. And I think a lot of us miss that. And I think Anthony deals with some of the same things I do. Bro, this is a busy place, right? The hustle and bustle of DC area. Bro, you don't realize how much this place wears on you until you go and come back and you're like, why the fuck do I keep
That's why him and I moved to a small town in the country, man.
But you still feel it, bro.
It's still busy out there.
Yeah,
That's not real.
It is still busy. It's not real country.
That's ritzy country out there.
Yeah, it is.
You just got back from your trip. I just got back from my trip, and I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I hit Quantico coming back, I was like, "Fuck! Yeah. Why do I keep doing this?"
Exactly.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, all three of you, it's just being around like-minded people.
Yeah.
Like it's like-minded people that share the same values, that, hold a high regard to life and the people that have gave their life. That's the thing, dude. And unbelievably, in Northern Virginia, there's some great people. There's some great people that do that. But there's also a large majority that doesn't do that.
And it's very true.
Yeah, it's nice finding a good group of people. Like, I'm glad I met Eric and Roger, like 100%. And because they introduced me to people like you, Anthony. Like it's like-minded people. Like, man, I didn't know this person was out there. And when you live right down the fucking road, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man.
So, hey, let's do this. It's getting late. I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate your time, Anthony. Dude, I get to hang out with you on the regular, so thank you for all you do. Let's end this on a high note. Give us the way people get a hold of you. What?
One more thing before you do that. Where's your family from?
My family?
Yep.
They're from Brooklyn.
Damn it, I was going to give him shit. I've been reading his thing all night.
Like Brooklyn, New York.
I have here.
It says, "Let's go Yankees." And I'm like, that is some horse
Brooklyn,
shit.
New York.
So before you ended, I had to say something about that.
Go ahead and delete this.
Oh my God. It's I
we
saw
gotta
it written
cut
down
that
there. I'm
out.
like, does he mean like Yankees, like Northerners?
Yeah,
No, that came from the baseball talk.
Sorry, Rick, I didn't mean to hijack that, but I wanted to get that
lately.
in.
Hey, hold on. Me and Roger just had the same conversation watching the game the other night. Nationals and St. Louis, we're both in rebuilding years. And so it actually worked. It was fun for us to go watch because they're both in it, because it sucks when one's not and the other one is, but it wasn't great.
I would, even if you're not a Yankee fan, one of the best things that you can ever do in your life is go watch a baseball game at Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Because it is
I agree with that.
100%.
history, all that other stuff. I got no problem with that.
not
no
even history.
I love to go watch it everywhere.
It's the mentality.
Yeah.
Like it is. There is no clean trash talking. Like my
it's
first
diehard baseball, man.
It's absolute. And my first experience at a Yankee game was I was in middle school, and I had been to hundreds of Orioles games. My dad is a big baseball fan, so he don't really care. He likes the Yankees.
I'll go watch any baseball. Yep.
The first time I go to the Yankee game, the ump made a bad call around the 6th inning.
They lost
For the
their
next
minds.
4 innings, all you heard was bullshit, bull, and it's not one or two people. It would be like it's the whole stadium, and you could hear it from blocks away.
They're
Like
angry.
they're
They're just angry
relentless,
people.
and it's an experience.
So, Guy, I'm going to ask that you edit out the Yankee part and put he likes Yankee candles,
Right.
and it's fine.
So
it's totally fine.
So speaking of bullshit, let's end with Savage Pest Warfare.
Yes.
Oh shit!
So, hey, bro. Hey,
Oh.
tell us how people find out about you and what they need to know from you, bro.
Generally, it's word of mouth business, how people find out about us. And that usually comes from somebody not taking care of a pest problem. We'll come in and fix it.
Like squirrels.
Exactly.
Like squirrels.
Yep.
And
If you're
feeding
having
them,
troubles,
Yeah.
getting rid of them, we'll come in there and
Yeah.
fix it. The other way people find out about it is our trucks. Everybody loves our trucks.
Yep.
You can find us on the internet. We do not do a bunch of advertising, but we are out there. You can find us on social medias and the website itself.
And of course at the car shows where we're always parked
Oh,
together, hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Having a
Oh,
good
wait,
time.
let's not forget the 68 Camaro.
Oh, yes.
You mean the car? Whatever we decide to come up with.
We should do a
We're
car.
doing
A
that.
68 Camaro. Let's
68
pick a
Camaro.
car.
So we know Negative Bounce is not going to be in charge of this initiative.
No, I can't be because I'm going to buy some tickets.
We'll get
Especially if it's that.
We'll get a 67 just to fuck him up.
You bastards.
See if he
No.
knows the difference. I'll be like, oh yeah, it looks great. Yeah, that's what we thought. That's what we thought.
Eric, take us out. Take
All
us
right.
out here.
Hey, this is Eric Thomas with CJ3 Foundation. Glad to have Anthony Pensabene with Savage Pest Warfare here. Got my guy, my right-hand man here in Virginia, Roger Singh. Thank you for joining us. Once again, this is just another phenomenal individual that represents heroism. I want to watch his face cringe when I say that.
Hold on, I was gonna make him cringe because I didn't do this at the beginning. Thank you for your service.
I just learned recently the correct response is thank you for your support.
There you go.
No, you know what
Thank you
somebody
for
told
being a bra.
You know what somebody said? Thank you for being worth fighting for.
Oh.
Ooh,
I can't be able to, we're ending the podcast. You're making me miss you. Good time to end it.
There it is. So, hey, Anthony, thank you for all you do, brother. This is Warriors and Watchmen. You definitely fit this criteria. On our way out, I want you to leave. I'm going to put you on the spot. Give us one good set of parting words and make yourself drop.
shoot him in the face.
We can do that. I don't mind.
Don't shoot your fucking or something.
No, not him.